Okay. Dorio? This song. Ah, yep. I don't trust you. Good morning.
Ohayo.
Ohayo. Did you get some good sleep? Did you sleep? Do you sleep? Or are you a doll? Just say like, be a doll, would you? Get me some coffee. And then she gets coffee and then you're like, aha, I knew it. I wonder if it's a fake. I wonder if she's making us see things. Or it's still our theory of them together is the departed. I'd actually be more surprised if you could, given what happened. I know, right? She's smiling! She's so creepy! Are you hungry? I made a light breakfast using the stuff I found in your kitchen. You know, practicing husband and wife. I have no appetite. I don't trust it. I don't want to eat it. Come on, you need to get some nutrients. Don't you know how important it is to have stamina to do basically everything? Don't eat it. Brunch with Dorio. I've been in very bad shape due to a combination of lack of sleep and fatigue. Even chewing this food is a chore, but I managed for Dorio. And lastly, I forced myself to gulp down some coffee. With what, 5 sugar cubes? Dorio stayed in the guest room last night. I figured things would turn out bad if she wasn't at her dorm in the morning. When I asked her about it, she said she'd already received permission to stay out by lying that one of her relatives had collapsed. Ain't that right, Daddy? It's a lie that only someone who had the trust of the dorm manager would be able to get away with. By the way, yesterday you said you found an old book in the clock tower. What happened to it? Oh. It said kill, kill, kill. Pick up the old book that's been sitting on my desk. You didn't even try and read it at home? It's just an ordinary book written in ordinary black letters. Doesn't look ordinary to me. Oh, no signs of the word kill. That's true. That's not in it. Must have been another one of the departed's illusions. Like Michiho's death. Can you read it? I can skim through it, but it'll be hard for me to fully understand without time and research. But it's related to the departed, so we've got no choice but to read it, right? Shall we try our best to decipher it? My grades in classic literature are pretty good. Oh, now she can just tell us what it says and lie to us. Dory and I put our heads together and try to make some sense out of the old book. My addled and wearied mind is unable to focus, and I don't feel like I'm making much progress. I bet Dorio is feeling the same. She almost dozes off in her seat. Despite our less than stellar efforts, we managed to learn some new things. In the past, M-Town apparently used to worship 2 gods. The first one was Mushigami, Michiho, who was mentioned in local lore, and the other was Lord Kabigami. Oh, so the mold god. M-Town had a special wedding ceremony tied to those 2 gods. And the name of that ceremony was the Departed's Wedding. Oh. Could it be that Dorio is punishing Micho for going after... Like they're both competing for a new husband. The 2 gods. I look at the clock and realize it's already evening. Could that mean that Dorio is the creepy looking one? And then Michiho is the doll? I don't know. Pangs of guilt hit me and I hesitate to pick up. Maybe it's the police. Who knows? Maybe Michiho's body was found. Someone might... God, what a harsh sound. Someone might have seen us together when we were heading to M-Town. Are you not gonna pick it up? Please pick it up! God! The sounds drive me insane. I have no choice but to face the music. Okay. Moshi moshi. Konoe! Come to the school immediately. I will brook no disagreement. That's an order from your client. Very interestingly, someone said they went back to the first chapter and Konoe actually didn't recognize either Dorio or Michiho. Like, he was like, who are you again? Konoe's strong words are matched by an unusually strong, assertive tone of voice. Sure thing. Quite sudden, though. Can you at least tell me what's so important? I believe you must already have an idea. It's about Kinukawa. Ooh. I can feel my heart pounding loudly. Kinukawa. I'd like to hear the details directly from you. I'll be waiting. Make it quick. I still feel like Konoe has something to do with all this. Gabu, you look really pale. The headmaster. I'm so pale. Headmaster wants to talk about Michiho with me. You're kidding. But how? Her corpse should have disappeared. I'll be going to Konoehara Academy. I will also. You'll stay here. The situation will only get worse if you show up at school when you're supposed to be staying at your ill relative's place today. True. Be very careful, Mr. Gabu. Well, at least she kind of like got herself stuck that way. The familiar garage. Shit, what should I do? Maybe I fooled Dorio, but the moment Mr. Konoe said the name Kinukawa, my body started trembling. Calm your ass down, Gabu Gabu. You don't know what's gonna happen. Keep your head in the game. I sigh in the car and take out another deep breath, and then I slowly turn the ignition key. How much do you want to bet that things are not what they seem? He wants to talk about Kinukawa, but maybe Kinukawa will be just standing there. The chime rings when I arrive at Konoehara Academy. It seems like I arrived just as class started. The school looks the same as always, with no cops or media in sight, which means her corpse hasn't been found yet, or Konoe wants to keep it quiet. Why does he want to talk to me about Michiho? What was that? With classes having just ended, students begin to exit the new building. However, everyone looks exhausted. I don't feel any of the usual joy that you'd expect from students at the end of school day. Oh, the class has ended. But more disturbing than that. Bugs! Mushigami. Strange-looking apparitions are roaming around the school. Nobody has noticed their presence. I doubt they can even see them. I'm sure Abe can see them. The number of apparitions I can count is roughly equal to the number of students. It's not just one or two. And the apparitions all look the same, like a spirit with giant insectoid legs and a human face. The spirits are simply clinging to the students without doing anything. Though I have a feeling that they must be the reason the students look so pale and lethargic. I can understand that they're being possessed by these spirits, but why is it happening now, all of a sudden? True. Well, maybe... Oh, maybe because something happened to Michiho. Now she's like, now I'll unleash my full power. I managed to restrain myself from making any surprise noises. What if her body was like a vessel, and now that the vessel got destroyed, now the Mushigami is like allowed to do whatever they want, and that's why the bugs are everywhere? Attracting attention here will only make me look suspicious. First of all, I need to get an idea what the situation is. Plus, everyone was tired beforehand, before we could see the bugs, so something must have changed that we can now see them, but they were already around this whole time. All the students and teachers I passed on my way to the infirmary, every single one of them had a spirit clinging to their back. Is it the same for me too? Check the mirror. I walk towards the wash basin in the corner of the infirmary. When I look into the mirror, no spirits clinging to my back. Huh. I'm the only one who doesn't have one. And Dorio. Is this also the departed's doing? What should I do? My mind becomes a swirling miasma of confused thoughts and muddled emotions. You should have stuck around at the exit a little bit to see if the bugs disappear once they leave school grounds. Even if I were to try and explain the situation to them, I'm the only one who can see these spirits, so nobody would even believe me. Shit. This is bad. I'm completely out of ideas. But staying here is pointless. I should make a move. Mr. Konoe is waiting for me in the faculty room. May as well get this over with. Chapter 7. The final chapter. This will be a long one. Faculty room. When I entered the faculty room, Mr. Konoe is already there with an exhausted look on his face. There's a spirit clinging to his back, though he doesn't seem to notice it either. Whoa! You finally arrived. Let's get on with it already. My body's feeling even more leaden than it was yesterday. I do recall he mentioned feeling worn down yesterday as well. If this fatigue is being caused by these vengeful spirits, that means he may have already been possessed back then. Does the fact that I can see these spirits mean that the departed is getting even stronger? What's wrong? You seem like you're not quite looking at me. No, nothing. There are things he's better off not knowing. I'll just keep this quiet and not alarm him any more than I need to. So what about Kinukawa? Oh, right. She left the dorm yesterday and hasn't returned. Do you happen to know anything about that? Don't know. I got no idea what happened to her. After the promise I made with Dorio, this is the only way I can possibly respond. Alright, just remember, if you cause some sort of incident, it will reflect poorly upon me as well, since I'm the one who hired you. But this is a matter of the student's safety we're talking about here. If you're hiding something from me, I won't forgive you. Okay. Should I be honest with him since it involves Michiho's safety? Even if I was, though, it's too late. Telling him won't help anyone. If you truly don't know anything about it, then we'll handle it from here. I suppose we should contact her family. These types of situations are frankly a struggle without Sakamoto around to handle them. Why does she not come? She didn't even call in. It's very unlike her. I wouldn't say anything if she just weren't feeling well. Everyone falls ill sometimes. But her absence has been troubling me since I found this thing on my desk. Here. A notice? 5 sheets of paper bundled together with a paperclip. It looks like a write-up. As soon as I read the first page, I groan. This is basically a formalized complaint against Gabu Gabu, the temp teacher. The paper is a laundry list of reasons why I'm unfit to be a teacher at this hallowed institution. And to no one's surprise, my unnatural close relationship with 2 members of the student council is primary concern. Who cares about all that? Read the last page. What? Is it even worse? The 5th page is different. The other pages were written with a stern, diligent hand, but this page is inked with sloppy, disconcerting handwriting. The voice keeps ringing in my mind. They keep calling and they don't stop. I will soon die. There is only one way to save my life. Go to the small room deep in the darkness. Goodness, at long last. Fox Mushigami Kabigami. Kabigami. Mold god. So Kabigami must be the one... The mold god is the one who leaves the notices, right? Because they're red, moldy handprints. Mushigami and Kabigami. It's the names of the 2 gods mentioned in the old M-Town book. This can't be a coincidence. How could Sakamoto have written this? A voice echoing in their head, guiding them a step closer to death. It reminds me of something. Izumi said something similar before he died. He was being summoned, yeah. He said something like, she's calling me. Keeps hearing, die, die, die. I have no time left. I don't want to die. Perhaps Sakamoto is also being targeted by the departed. But why would Sakamoto? I wouldn't be surprised if she hid her own notice. Why, you're asking? Don't you even realize? You keep asking why? Always why? Isn't it your entire job to investigate that? It's because of your slowness and incompetence that we have these mounting casualties. Mr. Konoe raises his voice and glowers at me. Such a normally mild-mannered person lashing out that much. Is this because of the curse, or is he just that stressed? People's lives are at stake here. We've had students perish already. Don't use your unprofessionalism as an excuse. Results are all that matter. It's entirely your fault that things have turned out this way. Have I made myself clear? Sure. What's the point of apologizing? He lets out a sigh and lets his shoulders droop. My grandfather founded this school. I must protect it. I've been working so hard to do that. My heart feels like it's breaking. Mr. Konoe, the only thing I desire now is your report telling me that this case has been resolved. I don't want to fritter away any more time having this conversation. Dismissed. Damn. Okay, straight to nighttime. I'll wait in the infirmary until the sun sets. Okay. Time to head out. Will the door to the clock tower be open? A knock. Could it be Abe? Oh, now she has a bug too. Spirit clinging to her back. That wasn't there back at the mansion. Did it appear once she came to the academy, or is it because of the time? More mysteries are piling up and none of them are being solved. Why are you here, Dorio? I snuck in since I thought you'd be the only one here at this time. I'm a real delinquent now. Why'd you come? You're going to go to the clock tower, right? I'll tag along. No, I can't let you. I'm not going to have a repeat of what happened to Michiho. I didn't ask for your permission. I'm tagging along, whether you like it or not. The incident isn't just about you. It's also affecting me. I still would say no, since Michiho actually got killed. It's too dangerous. Has she ever followed us before? Now that I'm seeing her side profile, I'm like, I don't think we ever went somewhere together. It was always Michiho. Wait, I'm gonna go to the shrine. Oh. No, I'm not. Never mind. I find myself here once again. A clock tower with a clock that has stopped moving. Inside this tower, Michiho. Let's go. Yeah. The door is half open. Let's go in. Are you sure about this, Dorio? I can hear the sounds of Dorio trying to steel herself. What's going through her mind right now? Tension or fear? In any case, her gaze is fixed forward. I'm ready. Alright, let's go. Is it still there? Oh, nothing. There's no trace of Michiho's corpse in the clock tower. Nothing left on the floor. And the little bugs again. There's neither traces of blood or the insects. I knew it. The departed disposed of her corpse. I don't trust Dorio. I don't trust her at all. Stumbling on her feet, Dorio walks towards the area where Michiho collapsed. She then turns around to me and begins to speak. Michiho was the best friend I ever had. She might have seemed selfish to you, but she was actually a really caring person. Even when she decided to be the student council vice president, she only did it to help me out. She didn't even really want to be the council member. We were friends for a long time. Friends even before we entered kindergarten. Our parents were close. Both of us are only children, like only child, so we became friends quickly. Because both of us wanted to have siblings, we often played sisters. I'd play the stubborn, fussy older sister, while she'd be the sloppy yet kind, stronger sister. She continues rambling until her voice gradually fades. I bet even Dorio herself has no idea what she's saying right now. It's not the time for action. It's time to just be there for her and listen. I nod. I shared everything with Michiho. My hobbies, future dreams, the troubles I hid from other people, even my crush. Ugh, now are you gonna come on to me too? Don't do it! Michiho loved you. But I love you more! Did you realize her feelings? Vaguely. She's usually pretty direct when it comes to showing her feelings. Unlike me. It's only been... I'm gonna turn her down so hard if she does that. Time is irrelevant. It's all about the event that made her fall for you. Didn't you compliment her hair? I did. She believed it was fate that there was someone who could see our curse other than the two of us. But I'm a teacher and she's a student. And she's underage. I guess in Japan she's not, isn't she? I think the age of consent is like 16. So you think that's weird? Yeah. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. It is. 5 years ago at this school, there was a tragic love story between a teacher and his students. She must be referring to Rei and Sosuke Hirose. She probably heard it from Michiho. Love can bloom regardless of your situation. It doesn't mean whether love is accepted or not. Oh God. Love, huh? It might be insensitive at times, but I think I understand the kind of love Dorio's talking about. A feeling young girls often consider precious. Ooh. However, I'm an adult and a teacher. Hell yeah, Gabu! Though they might think they have adult feelings, Michio and Doryo are children at the end of the day. Yes! It's my responsibility to keep them that way. Finally, someone is making sense. I can't accept those feelings. Is that so? Is she gonna transform? I'm relieved to hear that. You're still the same. A teacher who harbors romantic feelings for their student is the worst. A mischievous smile. Was this some kind of a test? It's not like I want you to accept her feelings. I just want you to recognize Michiho's love. I think that's what she'd want too. Doryo. The love remained a bud until the end. It never had a chance to bloom. What is this music? It doesn't fit the situation at all. But now that you finally realize her feelings, I believe maybe her soul can rest a bit easier. I turned her down though. She might become a vengeful ghost. What are we gonna do now? Find out who the departed is, obviously. Yeah, and why would you choose the clock tower of all places to have a whole ass conversation like that? Shouldn't you have done that in the infirmary where it's kind of safer? Now we're going back to the infirmary? Why even come here then? I bet the door's locked. Or not? Oh, this is weird. Oh, I have 3 teeth. I should exchange those. Let's see. Oh, a man. Who is it? Hey, Masta! So you're actually here, huh? Credit where credit is due. You were right, hag. Hisoka. You can always trust my intuition. I called Kujo Mansion, but no one answered. I got worried. You really caused us trouble. I can see spirits on their backs too. Can Yasuoka see them? Are these spirits attaching themselves to everyone who enters, not just those who attend the academy? Judging by the awful look on your face, something must have happened. Spill it. Don't do it, Mr. Gabu. If you tell them, you'll... What? You must be Doryo, the student council president. Please trust us. Gabu is our friend. We won't betray him. Gabu is already a jumbled pile of misdemeanors. Trespassing, theft, traffic violations, some more theft. I can't count them all on my fingers. I'm not gonna be surprised by anything that comes out of his damn mouth, so stop wasting my time and spit it out already. Hell yeah, Masta. I want to bring this to an end, I want to bring an end to this case, no matter what it costs me. Okay. Don't hide anything. Departed's Wrath, the old book. Killed Michiho, Doryo helping me out. The spirits I've been seeing on everyone since this morning. He must be kidding me. To think you'd kill someone. Don't blame him for it. He was controlled by the departed. Insanity or not, murder is still murder. A person who kills another person is punished by the death penalty, or life imprisonment, or for a definite term of no less than 5 years. I'd slap the cuffs on you myself if I had him with me. I can see that. Let me just say one thing. The law only applies if the victim is human. Oh, come on, stop playing dumb. You know damn well what I mean. There's a definite chance Michiho Kinukawa was the departed. Still don't trust Doryo, though. You think there's no way? She's pretty suspicious to me. Doesn't her unnatural attachment and affection for you remind you of the departed? How dare you talk about her love like that? You better watch your mouth too, Himeko Doryo. You're also a suspect. Both of you have something in common with the way you approach Gabu. You're being so cruel. Doryo glares at Masta, her shoulders trembling. She's going to lunge at him at any moment now. Let's see what happens. Oh, Yasuoka. I understand why you're suspicious of them, but she's just a kid. Gabu, here's my suggestion. Investigate Kinukawa. Determine whether or not she was really the departed. Michiho is already dead. Even if her corpse is gone, the evidence remains. Search her room. You might find clues about the departed. Where does she live? The dormitory near the school. She's in the same dorm as you, right? Yeah. Good thing we have someone who knows about the dorm with us. Will you help us out? Are you telling me you suspect Michiho? I do. Sorry, because we don't know who the departed is, we have to check every lead. Understood. I'll cooperate since I believe she's innocent. Thanks, Dorio. Hey Gabu, you mentioned seeing vengeful spirits? There's also one on your back. I guess this must be why I've been feeling weird ever since yesterday. I wonder if the reason only you can see them is because you're the departed's groom. What are they, anyway? The embodiment of the departed's curse, most likely. Might be a result of their transformation, like the red lights in the school. Perhaps they all look the same because they were born from the same curse. That's not totally impossible, though the fact that the spirits are part human, part insect definitely raises some questions. Considering one of the Japanese characters composing the name Lord Mushigami means insect, I wonder if there is a connection. The deities of M-Town and the departed, they really might be connected in some way. What will happen if we just let them be? I don't know for certain, but I have a prediction. Those who are possessed by spirits will grow progressively weaker before they eventually die. I've witnessed it several times. No way, so everyone will die at this rate. Is there anything we can do to avoid it? Considering the number of spirits, performing an exorcism is out of the question. Our only hope is to exterminate the leader of the spirits, the departed. They're the cause of this disaster. Once they're gone, everything will go back to normal. Things have gone from worse to horrible at blazing speed. The damage has spread. But our mission remains unchanged. There's something I'd like to ask you, Yasuoka. I take the old book. Can you help us decipher this book? It's a book about M-Town, a formerly inhabited area near here. Maybe it can also tell us something about the departed. Can you read it? You're really well versed in these sort of things. Sure, I'll do my best. I'll try and decipher as much of the book as I can until you all return. Nice. Shall we head over to the student dormitory? It's just across from the bus stop in front of the school. Oh, nice. That's so close. I brought new sacred objects. Ooh. Okay, they all cost 3. What's the notebook do? Reduce 4 damage. Yes, that's what I want. Worth it. Okay. See you later. I love the bit where he was just like, pull yourself together, gubba gubba. Let's go out through the front door then. I'm excited to go to the dormitory. Ever since we kind of like saw it. We go along the road and finally reach the dorm, but the front door is locked, not surprisingly given that it's already past curfew. The back door might be open. The door manager is a bit sloppy sometimes. Dorio's right, the back door is open. See? Told you. We'll be in trouble if we get caught. Let's hurry. Here we are. Fortunately for us, the dorm entrance is empty when we get there. Thank goodness the manager isn't here. I thought she'd stay behind with Michio's disappearance and all. Looks like she went home after her regular time. Ah, what a loyal employee. Shall we look for the key to her room? The manager has a duplicate, so we'll be fine as long as we find that. Okay, let me start left. Row of mailboxes. Based off the number of mailboxes, this student dormitory is quite big.
Yoshi.
Should we go in there? The administration office? Key should be around here. I'll take a look. Dorio enters the room. I'm the only one in the entrance now. This is bad. If a student happens to come in at this moment, I'm not gonna have a good explanation. You're a teacher, it should be fine. Not only did I barge in here without permission, it's a female dormitory. Come on, get back here soon. My impatience is starting to grow. But then Dorio appears. In her hand is a key with a label attached. Found it. So it was that easy to find, huh? This dorm sure is unsafe. Easy access to keys and the back door isn't even locked. That's true. Unless Dorio did something like she kept the door unlocked on purpose. The key was in a sturdy case with a combination lock. I only know the combination because Michiho told me. And why did she know it? She snooped on the manager once when she was entering it and memorized it. She didn't intend to do anything bad with it, though. Probably. Goodness. This should get us into her room. Her room is on the 4th floor. The death floor. Great. Let's take the elevator. Elevator. Stairs, though all that lies ahead is darkness. This building has an elevator. Better make use of it. Let's go. Boom. We come to a stop in front of the door with the number 402. Let's see. The moment Dorio opens the door, I duck into the room. Lots of froggies. This is a single room? I only see one bed. I just sort of assumed you'd be sharing a room since it's a student dorm. It's not really common, but yes, all the rooms are single rooms. Okay, that means that anything I see here is Michiho's. This doesn't look like a room that a terrifying spirit like the departed would live in. I guess not. I'm gonna see what I can find. Mattress atop a typical pipe bed frame. Stuffed frog doll. Light blanket. Doesn't she get cold? Frog-shaped board hanging on the wall. 2 notes on it. One is a note about raising a frog and the other is about her summer vacation plans. School day. Go to the clock tower with He-Man. That must have been the day when she and Dorio discovered the female doll. There's a thin layer of dust, along with a notebook. Froggy Log 3! Notebook is all about a frog, it seems, she was caring for. I see a lot of enthusiastic praise inside. Things like, oh my god, so cute, or true beauty. There are also some cute drawings that convey her affection towards her pet amphibian. But with no dates mentioned in the entries, it's hard to guess when she wrote these. Other than that, there are a lot of notes about her frog's food. She fed it either crickets, flies, or earthworms, trying to learn what the frog liked the most. Furthermore, she happily noted how the frog would eat them. It still could be like, because of her love for insects, she somehow got close to the god, enough to be possessed. Small refrigerator, few bottles of soda. Calendar. October, the calendar is on August. Yeah, it seems like something happened to her in August and then the fake one took over. There's a large poster of a loving frog mom and her frog child. Dresser filled with clothing, stuffed doll on top. Yeah. Michio's casual clothes. She didn't appear to care overly much about fashion, as some of the clothes are very similar to one another. I also inspect the backs just to be sure, but I don't find anything. Oh, what was that? When I close the drawer, something falls down to the ground. Ah! Nice. Well, I said lost souls are often seen in places near spiritual something. So why is this thing here? It's rather curious to find it here, though it's too early to use this as evidence against Michiho. Even if this dorm is cursed, we can't just assume that Michiho was the cause. Another frog? Dead frog. Because it died on top of a dry stone, its body is completely shriveled up, bone dry. So it must have died a while ago. Bring the little one. Frog drives away bugs. Oh. A whisper suddenly invades my mind. This isn't the first time I've experienced this. A strange voice is speaking to me. Frogs drive away the bugs. Are they telling me to bring this dead frog somewhere? For what reason? Are you gonna take it? But the voice in my head never gives me an answer. Sitting here and waiting for an answer will get me nowhere. What I need to do is make a decision. And I've always chosen to follow the guidance of the spirit. Who knows? Maybe this frog has some kind of spiritual power. Dried up frog. That concludes my inspection. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot about the bug. Did you learn anything? A lot. Just what did you learn? The resident's preferences changed. True, she was all about bugs, not frogs. The Michio I know loves bugs, but the owner of this room clearly loves frogs. Additionally, from what she wrote in her notebook, she only considers bugs to be the food of her frog. That's a pretty drastic change in personality. True, but she's always been a fickle person. Her preferences change every once in a while. Then why aren't we seeing more bug stuff in the room? Last year she was really into video games, and before that she was obsessed with puzzles. So honestly, it doesn't seem all that weird. What if Doryo and Michiho, when they opened the clock tower, both instantly died? And then got taken over by either one of the gods? When did she start liking bugs? Around the end of August, when our summer break ended. The owner of this room loves frogs. The stuffed dolls, fish tanks, the poster. This place is stuffed to the gills? That seems like something quite important. Why would that be important? How do I say it? Hard to explain, but I just kind of feel it. Okay. No sign of life in this room. There's a layer of dust on the desk, and she neglected the frog she's been raising. Furthermore, the calendar is on August, almost as if time stopped here. Michio came back here every day. She might have returned here, but I honestly doubt that she spent her time here as a human. Oh my god. Time in the room stopped in August, the same time as her dramatic change. That can't be a coincidence in my book. Something must have happened to Michiho around that time. She turned into a different person after that. But is person even the right word here? Can you imagine? What if she, like, walked into the room to be like, okay, good night, and then would just, like, stand there until the next morning and then be like, okay, here we go again. Like, not sleep or anything. Mr. Gabu, are you saying that this room hasn't changed in a long time and Michiho suddenly changed her interest because she'd become the departed? Yeah. You must be joking. Michiho the departed? It can't be. Doryo protests frantically. I understand her feelings. I truly do. If Michiho really had changed since the end of August, that means when we first met at school at that night, she was already... For the entire time I've known her, she was the departed. The departed is the spirit. Spirits are already dead. Putting it that way, the Michiho from that time was just playing with you, honestly. If the Michiho we knew recently was the departed, what about the real one? It's not hard to imagine. The departed replaced the real Michiho. Both of them wouldn't have been able to exist at the same time, so I'm sure she was killed months ago. This can't be real. Honestly, I think you're dead too. Our business here is done. We've learned what we wanted to know. Or rather, we learned what we didn't want to know. Ever since leaving the dorm, Doryo's had a blank look on her face. Can't blame her. She lost our best friend the second time. Don't trust her. Should have asked to see her room too. A short, hollow response. She looks so pale. I'm worried she might just collapse. Let's head back to the infirmary. We need to share this information. Wait, let me check the bench just to see if there's no tooth or anything. Insects are pretty common on the school grounds and in the nearby areas. Is this because of the departed? When I check out the corner of the bench, I find something. Ooh! Nice! An eerie tooth. That's number 2. No need for the bus. Guys, guess what? Tell them the information I learned from the student dorm. I knew it. Michio Kinukawa is the departed. And now the whole murder is cleared up. That was just another one of the departed's tricks. Kinukawa manipulated you into thinking you killed her. Why would she do that? Probably to destroy your mind with fear. She wanted to drive you insane. Maybe you being insane is one of the departed's marriage requirements. Who knows? You're thinking like an insane bride deserves an insane groom? It makes some sense. Killing a student who's in love with you. I mean, she probably wants to break your spirit so that you're more open to join her to just make everything stop, right? Make the killing stop. That certainly would be something that could drive a person mad. My mind would have been shattered had Doryo not shown up that day. Say, Doryo, is the whole avenge Michiho for me promise I made you still intact? Yes. This doesn't change the fact that the departed still harmed Michiho. Alright, I'll do my best then. Gabo, there's something I'd like to tell you. The book. This book details an ancient M-Town ritual. Allow me to give you the gist. Jot down what Yasuoka says in my notebook. Ah! Everything. In the past, severe famine devastated M-Town. Residents of the town believed the fury of their deities, Mushigami and Kabigami, were the cause of the tragedy. Hence, shrines were built to worship their deities. Mushigami Shrine was located in downtown, while Kabigami was built in the Fox Forest. Mushigami and Kabigami are merely halls of worship for the two deities, one an insect, the latter mold. The main shrine to both, Mushikabi, insect mold, is located elsewhere. Mushikabi Shrine is located deep in the Fox Forest, off the road. Only relatives of the priest and Fox, the messenger, know how to get to the shrine. The departed's wedding was held when a great famine occurred in M-Town. Held to wish for the end of the famine, this is also a sacred wedding ceremony where the matched brides and grooms exchange vows before the two deities. Yeah, so it must be the two gods are competing over Gabu Gabu, right? This ritual was last held during the Meiji era, about 100 years ago. It's said the selected brides and grooms completed the ceremony at Mushikabi Shrine, and the great famine in M-Town finally came to an end. Because it is a holy ritual, the selection criteria for the brides and grooms was quite stringent. The grooms must be from the priest's family and have impeccable spiritual qualities. As for the brides, they must be pure maidens that come from a decent family. Furthermore, both of them have to be exceptional in all aspects, including their intelligence, lineage, and personality. That's why they want me, because I'm from a spiritual line. Hence, the chosen brides and grooms are said to be blessed and are the envy of the town. After she'd done explaining the contents of the book, I'm left speechless. Deities named for bugs and mold, the departed's wedding, bride and the groom, and the selection. There's so many things in this book that overlap with the departed's actions and remarks. This book is definitely our way to find out the departed's true identity. Agreed. It feels like we finally managed to get a real look at the history. But Yasuoka halts her words, pondering. If there's something on your mind, say it out loud, Yasuoka. Do you not find this strange? If the wedding ritual was a blessed event, like the book said, how could the departed have been born? She has a point. Based on my previous interactions with spirits, they're birthed from grudges. Do you think the famine was like a hostage situation, basically? Like the departed was like, I will not give you any food, destroy all your harvests until you give me someone to marry? The book probably only covers the sanitized version of the truth. If there's another part shrouded in the darkest abhorrence, that's the part you'll need to uncover. We already inspected Mushigami Shrine in the corridor and Kabigami Shrine in the forest during our encounter with Mr. Kokuri. However, we didn't find any clues about the departed. The last one is the Mushikabi Shrine, then. There might be something of note there. Mushikabi Shrine is located in the depths of the Fox Forest. We don't have time to explore the whole forest, though. Our only choice is to ask the fox how to get there. The messenger of the gods, the fox. There's a fox in the storage area of the science room, though it doesn't look like a messenger to me. I'm gonna need another fox. Now that we have some direction, we can finally start the investigation. By the way, is Hiro not coming tonight? Yeah, I didn't contact her. I made that call. This is above her pay grade now. The departed has transformed and grown stronger. They are more dangerous than before. It seemed prudent not to get Hiro and other regular people involved any further. That does not apply to them. Yasuoka is a really good psychic, and Mashita is just really cool. Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate your help. I just don't understand why you're willing to risk so much to help me. Like Yasuoka said, the departed has transformed and acknowledged me as their husband. This is on another level than helping me deal with the spirits in the notices. I have no idea what will happen next. And yet, they've decided to jump into the hellhole alongside me. Where does that determination of theirs come from? This is my job. I believe it is my fate to save those who are terrorized by the wrath of spirits. I've only lived this long because my purpose in the world of the living has not yet been completed. And this is my job too, because this old bag here asked me to, and in a more literal sense because I actually get paid to do it. The pay is worth the risk. Simple, straightforward answers. This is why I've placed my faith in them. A strong faith that can't be described in words. The simple ways they lead their lives makes me feel like I can trust them with mine. Thank you. Let's head out if we're done chatting. Yeah, let's go. Wait a minute. Can I come with you? Nope. The forest is going to be dangerous. Stay put here. But you look awfully pale, Dorio. If you collapse, you'll only make things more difficult for Gabu. Let's both wait here. Understood. She nods reluctantly. Please be careful. Let's bring an end to this stupid game. You mean literally this game? Ooh. So they're eating other spirits, right? And I was assuming that that's why there's so many eyes and mouths and hands. Like it's all spirits they've consumed over time. But I wonder where their like obsession to be pretty comes from. Like all the other victims, Michio's corpse disappeared from inside the clock tower. I asked Mashita and Yasuoka to help me out. Mashita suspects Michio might be the departed. I need to investigate to see if this is true. Upon inspecting her room, I learned she used to like frogs instead of bugs. Dorio told me she changed around the end of August. I bet that's when the departed killed Michio and began masquerading as her. The book Yasuoka deciphered has information about the departed's wedding. Mushigami and Kabigami. Bugs and mold played a big role. Mushikabi Shrine, where the ritual took place, is located deep in the Fox Forest. We need to find a way into the main shrine. Awesome, awesome! I like it! Middle stage. So apparently, it's connecting, right? Apparently we finish the game, get the normal ending. Or bad, I don't know. But then you can go back and redo some things, and then you can actually get the true ending. But I don't know if that actually is doable for me. I don't know how far back I would have to go, you know? We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. So how do we find the fox? Somewhere in this forest. We don't know what kind of horrors are waiting for us in there. Hang on to this gun. Nice. Thank you. It's heavy. Doubt I'll ever get used to this thing. You shouldn't. Let's go. Mashita's so cool. Can we get a Mashita game? Just him doing cases. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Have Gabu Gabu show up as a side character every now and then. Relying on the faint light of my flashlight, we tentatively step into the darkness of the forest. Mr. Kokuri is no longer here. However, a more terrifying spirit might have replaced him. As fear and tension build up inside my mind, beads of sweat start running down my cheeks. These cheeks or those cheeks? Hold on. Listen carefully. Do you hear that? Sakamoto! Bunny! I hear a faint moan. It doesn't make sense. Why are we hearing that here? I have a bad feeling about it. Hurry up. Masha and I rush over to the source of the sound. After a while, I arrive at an open area full of trees. Oh, shit! Wait, is she a doll? I find Sakamoto in a horrible state. What's happened to you? You all... Did some insanely big bug chew you up or something? What the heck happened to you? Are you perhaps Lord Mushigami? What are you saying? It's no use. She's clearly not in her right mind. Is there anything we can do for her? Sakamoto suddenly screams. The bugs clinging to her launch an attack. Ooh, good thing I got the damage thing. Damage protection amulet. What are we gonna do? We're in deep shit if we keep dealing with this. What should we do? The way she's crumbling, I would say she's already gone, or she was never real to begin with. While I think she might be too far gone to save, yeah, I hope we can at least do something for her. I wonder what's happening to Sakamoto now is a paranormal phenomenon or a mere hallucination. Maybe we can return her to her senses. Report the frog. Oh, frog drives away the bugs, right? Let's try it. Someone did give us that advice, so who knows? Must be a hint, right? Yeah, frogs drive away bugs. The bugs pull back as if they're retreating from the frog. Looks like it's working. But even though the bugs try to avoid the frog, they still don't leave her alone. I successfully intimidated the bugs, but this is still getting us nowhere. Huh. Okay. What else should we try? Well, maybe not shoot her. I'll read it. Reminder that she hates me. That was 90%. Are you kidding me? Much like can you do it? 67? You're not a good reader, are you? Yosh. Yattemiru. Let's do it. How is that bra holding on, by the way? She isn't responding much, though I can tell that she's listening. Is there still a glimmer of her consciousness left? My voice might still reach her. Sakamoto, this is the report you wrote. Is that my... But why is it... Sakamoto's returned to her senses a little bit. Okay. What do we do now, though? Now something with the frog, maybe? Have her eat it. Why am I... Sakamoto murmurs, stupefied. Bugs are sticking out of the large holes in her head and chest. If this were a normal situation, those wounds would have killed her long ago. However, she's talking. This is probably another instance of the departed's curse. Mr. Gavu. Her remaining left eye fixes its gaze upon me. I guess she's recognized me. She's well beyond saving at this point, though maybe I can still ask some questions. True identity. Tell me who the departed really is, Sakamoto. The departed? I don't know anything. No point. Main shrine's location. You went there, didn't you? The main shrine? Beyond the serpent rock. Make the bloody red, pure, blue. Water? I'm just speechless. Like a puppet whose strings have been cut, Sakamoto collapses onto the ground. She stops moving. Instantly, insects swarm her body. They begin to devour her before my very eyes. Use the frog! There's no way these bugs can be stopped. Ew. I hate these sounds. Once the insects finish eating her body, they scatter into the forest. Is there anything left? It's not a trace of her remains. Not even the bunny necklace or earrings or something? Whoa. Okay. What was happening to her, though? Didn't that teacher try to railroad you out of the school? The departed doesn't want you to leave. That probably led her to being cursed. Oh. She wanted to get rid of me, yeah. That probably explains why she'd gone mad in the middle of writing her report, hearing a voice in her head like Izumi. It was all because of her hostility towards me. It was because she got mixed up with me. If I wasn't here, then Sakamoto would. Let's pump the brakes on that right now. I'm not a priest, so I'm not here to listen to your pitiful wailing and offer you repentance. Hell yeah, Mashita. But maybe that woman was actually saved. Otherwise, she wouldn't have regained her sanity on the brink of death. And she wouldn't have been able to leave that hint for you either. I recall Sakamoto's last words. The main shrine is beyond the Serpent Rock. Make the bloody red pure blue. Far too abstract and cryptic. I guess we really do need the guidance of the messenger. Maybe she was the messenger. Okay, where is... Oh, could there be a tooth in here? Nope. Know your resentment. Whoa, that's so cool. Were we seeing the ceremony? What was that voice just now? A bridal procession. You seeing visions again? Yeah. That's a pretty handy way to gather information, seeing as our investigation so far is going nowhere fast. What'd you see? If the description in the old book is right, that sounds like the departed's wedding. You're saying I saw the past? The bridal procession went through the forest. I guess they must have been heading to the shrine. Who'd the voice belong to, though? No idea, but know your resentment isn't the type of thing you say during a happy occasion. I knew it. There's something darker behind it. If we follow the bridal procession and head to Mushikabi Shrine, which is located somewhere deep in the forest, will we finally be able to find out the truth about the departed's wedding? Which one is Snake again? Mouse. Cow. Tiger. I can hear chanting. Rabbit. Huh. Black and red mold are intermingled, making it look poisonous. This is a vision of hell? I spot a small object within, reflecting the light. Except that I need to put my hand into these mounds of mold. Yeah, do it. It's a teeth. Tooth. We can go back to the infirmary. Fingers ended up touching the mold. Feels muggy, but it's not indescribable. I get goosebumps. Repressing the urge to immediately pull my hand back, I extract said item. Eee, I was hoping for that. We should go back anyway, because we're hurt. Leveled up! Never mind. I wipe my hand thoroughly with a handkerchief. I make a mental note to wash both my hands and the handkerchief later. Well, in that case, I'm good to go. We can always exchange it later. I'm sure it's not the end yet. Dragon. Oh, serpent. There it is. I wonder if... Nah, let's just go down the path. I was like, I wonder if I should go to the main shrine again and look around there as well, but... An eerie voice has been ringing in my ears for quite some time now. The further we walk down the path, the louder the chant becomes. Does the cause of the spiritual phenomena lie ahead? Wouldn't you be able to just follow the voices in that case? A thick sacred rope is wrapped around the rock. We have seen this before, yeah. Could we maybe replace that red ribbon? What was that voice? I don't know. Menu. Did we pick up anything? We have the frog. Oh, we have a lighter? Oh, that's just for the fighting. Yeah, let's just go back for now. I'll go save and exchange the teeth. What does this one do? Reduce action costs? That would be very good. And the last one? Increase success rate by 25%. Or increase success rate to 4. Okay, I'll do this one. Reduce action cost, yeah. Okay. Actually, how many are there in this chapter? 5. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the forest. I forgot, it's nice. We can just go straight there. I'll go down the path then this time.
Yoshi.
Doggo. Oh, the boar path is here.
Yoshi.
Well, that's that. So there's definitely nothing here on these extra paths. And we've checked all the lanterns now. Nice. Shrine grounds are the same as before. This used to be Kabigami, not the Mushikabi. Ooh, bugs. Look at all these insects. Mashita waves his hands, trying to drive them off, but the flying insects show no signs of scattering. They're so annoying. Let's get out of here. Agreed. Okay. So we're not allowed to examine there. Ooh. Tooth? Ah, so I do get a reward for checking. Okay. But that means...
Oi.
We don't know if the fox is here. If we don't find it, we should look around in another place. Okay. Let's go somewhere else then. Let's check the library, because I mentioned that before. I wonder if Abe is maybe here. No one. No. We already examined this place lots of times. Are you trying to say it's gonna take a lot of legwork to get more clues? Yep. Is Dorio here? No. Never would expect that one of the student council kids would turn out to be the departed. We still can't be sure yet. You're a trusting person, so of course you want to believe otherwise. No need to stay here again. Okay, so it doesn't allow me really to look around anywhere. Let me try and talk to Yasuoka. If the old book speaks the truth, Mushikabi Shrine should be in the Fox Forest. In the past, the departed's wedding was held there. Perhaps there's still some truth to be found here that relates to the departed's birth. Well, that's that. Courtyard. I've accidentally walked to here before. That is a fox, yeah. massive statue of a guardian fox stands here. It's darkened, which gives one the impression that it has been here for quite some time. A guardian fox. I guess this could be called the messenger of the gods. Mm-hmm. We might find a clue to the location of the Mushikabi shrine. Better inspect it. Bet this fox was originally put here to protect the shrine. Well, the fox is usually known as the messenger of Inari shrine in other parts of Japan. I guess it's different here. Can't seem to find anything unusual about this, even after thoroughly inspecting it. And it's not like this fox is just gonna start talking. What do we do now? How long are you gonna keep staring at that statue? You try checking the pedestal? Oh, right. I dragged my flashlight towards the weathered pedestal and inspected, as Mashita watches with a look of annoyed disbelief. There's some letters written on the bottom part. This might lead us to the location of the shrine. Let's try and read it. Try reading it. However, can't read anything with all the mold covering it. Just brush it off then. I tried, but it didn't come off at all. It must be stuck on good since it's been growing undisturbed for so long. We need some mold remover. Oh, where should we get some? Let's look around the school. They must have that kind of thing for cleaning. Though I didn't find any mold remover in the broom closet when I was investigating the Hanako case, and searching the entire school would definitely take some time. We better ask someone who's familiar with the school first. Worst case scenario, we'll head all the way back to Kujo Mansion and grab something. That's true. Could just drive home. I'm sure Doryo knows. What brought you back? We encountered a bit of a problem. We need your help. The mold. Mold remover? I'm pretty familiar with the school, but I have no idea where they keep that. Sorry. At this rate, I really will have to go back to Kujo Mansion. Sorry for sticking my nose in, but is there any bleach around that you know of? Bleach? Mold remover and chlorine bleach have similar ingredients. Do you happen to know where the bleach is, Doryo? There should be a bottle in the student council room. I don't exactly remember where it is in the room, though. Huh. Easy enough. I was there earlier, looking around, but I guess it was too early. Should be a bottle of bleach here somewhere. Cupboards? Scoured the student council room, but we haven't found anything to remove the mold. Maybe inside here. Opened the door to find all sorts of miscellaneous stuff crammed inside. From a giant hole puncher and old notes to a certificate commendation. Got a hole puncher, that takes me back. I guess anything that isn't used often gets shoved into here. Among them is a bottle of liquid bleach. Liquid bleach! Judging by the weight, there's still plenty left. Nice. Anything else? Several printouts on the whiteboard. One of them is about the clock tower. Did we read this already? Wake up, clock tower! Built to commemorate the school's 10th anniversary, the clock tower is a representation of the Academy's 70-year history. To commemorate the anniversary of the school, we would like to make another attempt to repair the clock tower. I don't know if we've read this before, but... Find a notepad. Will the next student meeting be postponed due to recent events concerning the departed? What will happen to the clock tower project? Don't find any useful information. Okay, well... Nothing inside the trash can, though it still smells musty. I think that's it. Read. Item. Bleach. That doesn't seem like it would be good for the statue, but... It doesn't come off completely, but it does a decent enough job that I can make out the letters. We should be able to read what's written now. Then try again. A poem. The old writing style and weathering makes reading it a more difficult task than I had anticipated, but I managed to copy it into my notebook. Follow the fox's whine, inviting us to the shrine, but the path is blocked by the serpent rock. The beast behind the zodiac shall be the one to open the track, by imitating the serpent with its angry lament. What? What is the meaning of this rhyme? Maybe we can find out if we go to the fox forest. Sure. Should I save? Nah, probably fine. Okay, maybe now with the extra information something changes. Uh-huh. Rock and serpent. Serpent rock. Now that I think about it, serpent rock was also part of the rhyme. I open my notebook and check the rhyme. Follow the fox's whine, inviting us to the shrine, but the path is blocked by the serpent rock. The beast behind the zodiac shall be the one to open the track, by imitating the serpent with its angry lament. So the serpent? It's probably a clue how to get there. If we go down this path, the beast behind the zodiac shall be the one to open the track. Open the path. That means we have to do something here. The beast behind the zodiac. What animal is the beast? So this is cat? But cat isn't a zodiac, is it? The beast in this rhyme is probably the cat. When they were picking which animals would be on the zodiac, it is said that the cat was late to the meeting, which is why it wasn't selected. Ah! I heard that story. Well, what about the... How are you supposed to know this if you're not familiar with zodiac? I didn't know cat was late to the meeting. What about the lament part? Maybe the path will open up if we imitate a cat's meow or something? Give it a try. Sure. It doesn't accomplish anything at all. So simply imitating a cat isn't enough. The path won't open without a cat's meow. It sounds like it's imitating an angry snake. Oh, hissing. Yeah. A cat hissing. Seeing my confusion, Masha shrugs his shoulders dejectedly. Like this. Yeah, exactly. Gabu. Whoa! Curse! Are we back where we started? No, this is so different, dude. The atmosphere here is different. Spider lilies are blooming. Mushrooms glowing faintly. Everything looks surreal. As far as I can tell, I'm alive, but I feel like I'm lost in the afterlife. Do you think where there was no shrine, now there's suddenly a shrine? Have we perhaps made it to the hidden path? What are you spacing out on me for? Save all the brain work for later. We won't last long at this rate. Yeah. This area is filled with the curse's power. Where's the source of this power? I need to get rid of it immediately. Let's try and find it. Okay, look somewhere else. Oh god. The flower? Maybe there are some secrets lying here. Let's take a closer look. Guardian fox has a blue spider lily in its mouth. I can use an item, but I wouldn't know what to do. Cursed tooth. There it is. Shatters. Curse doesn't abate. How is that possible? It's gotta mean the tooth you stepped on wasn't the cause of the curse. Gotta find the real cause then. Is this the same one? Blue spider lily. Another one? Oh. I see traces of animal tracks near the bushes beside the guardian fox. There might be something ahead. Fox path. Ah, cool. The severe chill and overwhelming pressure instantly vanish. Is that because of the curse? The curse is no longer active? What is this place anyway? Mysterious area filled with blue flowers and a rustic-looking tomb in the center. This has to have some important meaning. I better inspect it thoroughly. Cool. 2 headstones with some words carved into them. The etching on one grave is weathered so much it's basically unreadable, but at least it still has a few letters here and there. The other has scarcely any trace left that is ever said anything to begin with. An eerie voice is ringing in my ears. Know your resentment? Could this voice belong to one of the spirits resting here? Whose graves are they? Could it be brides and grooms? If only we could find out who the owners of these tombs are. My eyes are fixed on the tomb, though I can barely make out anything due to how faint the letters are. Maybe I can deduce what's written on the stone if I run my fingers over it and feel for indentations. Ooh. I attempt to trace the letters. On the left is GR and the right is probably N or M. Pretty sure that this is a word. What could it be? Groom, for sure. This must be groom. Whoa! Headless! What? Did the spirit of this tomb just respond to my answer? If the owner of this grave is the spirit of a headless man in a wedding suit, is the one buried here one of the bridegrooms who died an unnatural death? Tooth. Nice. That's number 3. There's a well and a center we can look at. Let's get the well. An old well surrounded by blue spider lilies. Why is it here? I have a bad feeling about this. Do you think the groom and brides were like dumped, just chucked into the well? I make up my mind and approach the well. I timidly peer inside. I find a bunch of stones and gravel. That's all. Thank goodness my hunch was wrong. Huh. What a disappointment. A little bit. Blue spider lilies. Spider lilies are usually red, though there are white and yellow varieties. Blue spider lilies don't exist naturally. These might be mystical flowers that only bloom on this mysterious hidden path. Yeah, bring one. There could be a fox down the path that is missing a flower. Okay, let's go back. And maybe that'll end the curse. Guardian fox of flowers, like the one in the schoolyard. Spider lily. Okay. What was that? Monkey? Piercing high-pitched cry of a beast somewhere. Could be a fox. Chills run down my body. An ominous sense of terror is racing through my veins. This uncomfortable feeling only grows stronger as I further explore down the path. Oh, a red one. Replace it! Guardian fox has a red spider lily in its mouth. Wait, this isn't a red one. It's a blue one that's been dyed red using blood. Ah. Make it blue. Ah, make blue what was red. I replaced the spider lily. Ah, nice. The malicious spiritual phenomenon in this place has subsided. Okay, now that the curse is gone, I'm gonna go back because I need to recover. And I have 3 teeth, so I'm gonna trade for this one. 25%, yeah. Let's do it. Thank you. That's probably all I can... Oh, no wait, I should save. Which one is it? This one. My brain stopped working. Okay, that's good progress. Let's go back. Now that the curse is gone, we're full health again. Mashta, 48? Damn, dude. Do we need to hiss again? Shrine path. At least now the curse is gone. Yeah. We can run, baby. So we went up into the third, fourth, or fifth? And then replaced it, right? So this is new territory. Did we find the shrine? Oh, wait. It looks almost identical. At the end of the hidden path, there's just no lanterns. Find the grounds of a shrine surrounded by trees. Unlike the shrine on the main path, which was completely gone, crumbling remnants of this one remain. If this is the main shrine, is this the main shrine, the Mushikabi one? Resentment was born in this land. Yeah, what is... Oh, it's so cool. What is our resentment? I feel the blood drain from my face when I hear that admonishing tone, the same voice I heard at the forest entrance and at the tomb. Will we uncover the owner of that voice if we investigate this place? Let's look anywhere else first. Forest. Darkness surrounds the back of the bushes. Only the occasional rustling of leaves can be heard. Okay, nothing in the foreground. And just this one spot there. The crumbling shrines remain are at the back of the ground. The darkness of the woods makes it apparent that this shrine was built a long time ago. If this place is really Mushikabi Shrine, the departed's wedding took place here, right? Yeah. Here where Mushigami and Kabigami were enshrined, the chosen bride and groom held a sacred wedding as they wished for the famine to end. You've probably guessed it, Gabu, but doesn't it seem likely that the departed is actually the spirit of the bride? They're obsessed with marriage. They must be tied to the wedding ritual. My guess is something happened during the ritual that is the source of her grudge. That makes a lot of sense. That being said, we need to learn what happened in this place. We'll never be able to exterminate the departed unless we learn the truth of what happened in the past and the origin of her resentment. Let's hope there are some clues left. Hope? Don't make me laugh. Here's some words of wisdom for you. Truth is something you should reel in with brute force. Cool. When I take a closer look at the ruined shrine, I notice there's something buried there. A wooden box. Going inside to collect it is a risky proposition. What should I do? Well, if Mashta says it should be taken forcefully, let's do it. I'll go get it. With your reflexes, you'll be trapped in there if the roof collapses. Please be safe. Shoot your way out if you get trapped. Mashta steps into the shrine via a gap. Cautiously avoiding the decaying pillars and floor, he proceeds slowly. Are you alright? Quit making a fuss over nothing. I just hit my hand. This is the one you wanted, right? He did it! Nice! Mashta returns with a Polonia box. What's that? Puts it down on the ground. This is the only thing that stood out to me. Everything else in there just broken pots and altars. Open it. Another writing. Should we take it back to Yasuoka? Inside the box are vermilion ink and ink palette and bundle of paper. Oh, is this where the warnings came from? While the ink may be old, the container was sealed so it should still be usable. The paper is yellowing, so it must have been down there for quite a long time. There's red stains on it as well. Those look more like blood than ink, though. Bloodstained papers, vermilion ink. There's something written on the paper. Read it. I can't read it quickly. It's written in old script and I can't make it out. We better have Yasuoka do it. You're just gonna keep me in suspense? How about the stuff on the first 3 papers? Aren't those names? Mushigami Groom, Suguo Kitajima, head. Kabigami Groom, Jiro Uchikoshi, head. So they took the heads? The part mentioning heads is stained with blood, making it difficult to decipher. What is the head part? No idea. I'll read the second and third sheets. Mikiko... Oh, Michio Mayumura. Ceremony will be held on year Mushikabi Shrine, priest Ujiteru Izumi, and 6 others. Thumbprints next to the 3 names. That's what the vermilion ink must have been used for. The priest's last name is Izumi. Is that a coincidence? Mikiko Mayumura and Michio Mayumura. This sounds like Michiho Makimura. Was that it? Are they the brides for the departed's wedding? If the ceremony is the genesis of the departed's resentment, one of them might have died a horrible death and become the departed. Which one of them, then? And the doll. Don't forget about the doll. In the red dress. With us, brides. 11 damage? Oof. Big revelation. Dignified man's voice. The departed ceremony. Important duty. Everything shall go smoothly. Decapitation. Decaffeinated? Finished with the toolbox. Next step is preparing for the wedding. Pained woman's voice. Stop. Big sis. I'm afraid. Innocent woman's voice. A vision is projected in my mind. Whoa! Wait, the left gets the mold, the right gets the mushroom, the bugs. And the decapitated heads. Oh my god. So, wait, were the brides and the groom sacrifices? Several men are holding down 2 women in a dimly lit room. Those men are putting horrifying insects and mold on the bodies of the 2 women. And in the back, there's a small offering stand with the heads of the 2 men placed upon it. Wait! Wasn't, what's her face? Hanako's lover. Wasn't she decapitated as well? And they were sisters? The women let out a pained groan. Keep your makeup on now. The men continue to apply the disgusting makeup in silence. The woman on the left is covered in mold, while the one on the right is riddled with bugs. Their porcelain skin has been made filthy. The women scream and contort. It looks like they're either making the bugs bite them or sticking them to them. The men prevent them from escaping. Do not struggle. Do not scream. Your stamina is essential for the ceremony. Hours, days, weeks from now, we shall paint you with the color of bugs and mold, so you shall be suitable brides for the deities. You're lying. Her voice is mixed with pain and anger, and yet her words don't register with the men at all as they continue to smear bugs and mold onto them with expressionless faces. Spend your days covered in bugs and mold, eating bugs and mold. Your organs shall be infused with mold, and the cavities in your body shall be filled with insects. It will be as if you have departed from this world. Lords Mushigami and Kabigami should be delighted to see how beautiful their brides are. I guess Dorio's face thing could be mold, couldn't it? We're alive, yet we're rotting. Our porcelain skin turns black as mold. Our hair becomes the color of a silkworm's cocoon. This suffering is the pledge of a happy couple. No, no, no. This isn't the pledge I hoped for. Were they lied to? I shall never forget this, everyone in this village. Even if I die and become the departed. Ah. I shall kill you. I will curse you. The departed's curse. As my vision starts to blur, I regain my senses. My breathing is ragged and my body is trembling uncontrollably. I felt this intense loathing flowing through me when the vision came in. Oh, and that's why Michiho was covered in bugs then. She was the first victim of the two, and then it's a matter of time now for Dorio to be covered in mold then. Mashita, I think I know the origin of the departed's resentment. What did you say? Oh. Ooh. The departed. Since when did you get here? Like an insect, the departed wriggles their way closer. It's like the time when I killed Michiho. But why are they here? Does this place really hold meaning for them? My dear husband. Despite the transformation, their nickname for me remains the same, as well as their obsession towards me. Wait, so when it was happening to the two ladies, they were sisters, so maybe this is one of the sisters, the doll is the other one? From the original Departed? Forcing myself to suppress my fear, I propel words out of my mouth. There's something I want to ask them. Are you Micho? Were you killed here? Were you killed here? So you saw. You saw the ugly part of me. Were you Mayumura in your past life? Forget the ugly me. I shall be more beautiful soon. For you, dear husband. Do you still regret what happened? I can help you dispel it. Cut it out, Gabu. Don't talk with the dead or you'll be dragged to their world. Thanks, Mashita. Are you trying to get yourself killed? Get your shit together and prepare yourself. Got it? Okay. What are we gonna do? I like the dramatic organ music. Ba-ba! I am the one who should be standing next to my husband. You're a hindrance. Uh-oh, Mashita? No, don't hurt him! Mashita clutches his chest and he lets out a painful groan. Are they going after Mashita? They're really messing with me. The departed harbors hostile feelings towards Mashita. Mashita will be in danger if we confront the departed now. Then again, our opponent for this battle is the departed. There's no way we'll be able to run away from them easily. If we're gonna run away, I need to create an opening. Okay. So, create an opening. How do I take advantage of the departed's feelings in order to create an opening? The frog is for bugs. The ink, maybe? Cheek or lips? Cost 0. Since it's marriage, I would say lips? Because you kiss each other on the mouth, right? Opening the lid, I apply some of the ink to my lips as if I'm doing my own makeup. Ever since prehistoric times, makeup has always held significance in relation to the gods and the dead. It might also have significance to the departed. You're in the way. The departed shows no interest in my attempt at makeup and becomes hostile to Mashita. Oh, should Mashita have put it on, maybe? Oh, shit. Mashita's in big trouble. I need to come up with a different plan. Let him do it. Okay. Wait, it still says smear on my lips. What if we team up to do it? Honestly, I have no idea.
Yoshi, 了解した。
了解した. Oh my god. Wasn't that 95%? The Departed's always calling me dear husband, which means they like me, right? Maybe I can use that fact to create an opening and escape. Fire warning shot, shoot the Departed. I was more thinking of like threaten to kill yourself, but I guess that's fine. I don't think... Oh, actually, yeah, maybe the frog. Because she's like a bug, so maybe she's scared of it. Show it? Look, it's a frog! It's a frog, get it! A little dry froggy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Such high success rates. Thank god I got the items so that everything costs way less and I take less damage. If this frog is some kind of spiritual energy, there might be a reason why it's here. You're in the way. She ignores it. Okay, thankfully Mushta has a lot of health, so... What if Mushta holds up the frog? Oh, 64? 96? If she's only looking at him, what if he shows the frog? I don't know how you even know where she's looking, because you don't see her eyes anywhere, but... Look at this! No, okay. Eat it, Froggy! Lots of bugs! They like you. I somehow don't think shooting is the way to go, but... I don't know what you used to do with the ink. Sign the contract? I don't know. I don't think making her mad is gonna... I'll try this, and then I'll try making her mad if that doesn't work. Okay. If you are the god of this Mushikabi shrine, would you please accept this offering? Nope. Making them feel uneasy. What if we both shoot? Let's make her angry. Mashta pulls out his gun and I grab the gun from the bag. We try shooting. No guarantee the gun will have any effect. Yeah, just try it. So I started blasting. Pointing our guns at the Departed's huge body, we swiftly pull the triggers. The bullets seem to hit the body. Nice one. They might like me a lot, but maybe that love isn't strong enough to survive an attack. Dear husband. The Departed sounds sad, and their breathing becomes unsteady. That seems to have made them feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I never thought that guns were the answer. Did you do something bad in your past life or what? This shithead is clearly head over heels in love with you. I guess they are. What is this bastard trying to be sexy for? Shrieks after hearing Mashta's insult. Maybe that wasn't the good way to go, Mashta. Ooh! Then they slowly approach us. The departed can't maintain their composure. That causes the thing hidden behind their huge body, something resembling a face, to become exposed. We managed to get them riled up, but now they're closing in. Except their target is apparently me. When the time comes, I'll lure them to me. Use that chance to escape. No! Definitely not. We need to create an opening to escape. Should we just shoot again? Shoot the face? Ooh, shoot the ankle. Lots of ankles though, but what if we can slow them down so we can get away? Let's see. Get her feet! We both line up shots at the departed's feet and pull the trigger. The bullet seemingly strikes. Dear husband. A tinge of sadness that rattled them. But then they shriek in anger and become hostile towards Mashta again. A swarm of insects burst out at them. At least I can redo the fight if necessary. Maybe now they can see us? Feel even more distraught. I need to do something that will shock them. That's the only thing I can do. Okay. Shoot the face. Sure. Oh, if 65 is low though, that's gonna fail. Yeah. You drop it. At least that doesn't... I don't get punished for failing. Let's try again. 85, a little better. Did the party even know what a gun is? If they're hundreds of years old. It was a hit! The bullet seems to hit the departed in what appears to be their face. Nice shot, me. I can't imagine anything that would set someone off more than being hit in the face, especially by their beloved. The departed is apoplectic. They scream in rage. I wanted to make them really distraught, but I think I pissed them off instead. Ooh. That's good, I think. What's happening? Unable to control their emotions, the departed lets out a scream that pierces the sky. They stagger backwards, trying to hide their face. Dear husband, liar. Okay. This nutjob sure has some crazy mood swings, huh? Mashta, just keep still. Stop talking. Can we get out now? This is our chance to run away. We should split up to make sure that at least one of us gets out. Don't do it! I'll cut through the forest. You follow the path. Understood? No, Mashta, don't do it! Before I can even reply, Mashta has already run into the woods. Upon seeing that, the departed shrieks in rage. Is she going after him? Chasing after Mashta, they disappear into the woods. No! Oh my god, if something happens to Mashta, I'll be so angry. The departed and Mashta have vanished. A sense of hopelessness and loss swell up inside me anew. Again, I was powerless. Mashta, you idiot. I'm still here crying. Is there anything left behind? Nope. Okay. Then let's go back. I can't just return. Maybe something is gonna happen at the end here. God, I hope he's okay. Let's hope he's a very capable officer. Detective. Oh. The doll. The sound and this presence. Wow. Do you think behind this little veil is like the mold and the impression that Dorio has? I've arrived back here near the clock tower. Run away. It's all over. The school, you, everyone. Attacked by Mushikabi, bitten by them, eaten like us. So she's the younger sister. Do you remember that day we were eaten by Mushikabi? We became one. Mushikabi. Scary. What did she say just now? They were bitten by Mushikabi? Don't tell me this doll is... Is it really? None of the intense hatred I felt earlier is coming from this doll, because they're two sisters in one body. Instead, I sense confusion and fear. Please tell me, who are you? We... This bell sound. Ooh, the eyes! Huh. So she reeled her sister in. The female doll screams and disappears. I recall what she just said. The school, you, everyone, you'll be attacked by Mushikabi, bitten and eaten. It sounds really ominous. What does it mean? I have a bad feeling about this. Better head back to the infirmary. And hope for the love of God that Mashita makes it. If it's canon that he dies, I will be mad. Everything is red. Even the lights in the special building have turned red. Is it the same for the infirmary? Cool! As I feared, the infirmary is also bathed in red light. And the two people who I left here are nowhere to be found! Shit! Do you think Dorio took Yasuoka? There's no response. Has the departed come here again? That time the departed left a notice targeting the student council on the desk. And given previous events... I knew it. There's another notice. To test their candidate for a husband. Except they already consider me their real husband. How else do they want to test me now? The day to exchange vows has arrived. I shall be waiting for you under the oath bell. Please come after you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, in the red wedding hall, please call the name of your bride who is hiding in the school. The words 2 and 4 are written upside down. Oath bells, ceremony hall. Do these phrases refer to a wedding ceremony? Oh, who's that? Yasuoka? I rush over and find her lying under the bed. She's unconscious, but she doesn't appear to have any injuries. Hang in there, Yasuoka. Gabu. Are you alright? Yes, more or less. What happened to you? I don't know. I was talking with Dorio and then suddenly my head started spinning and I just lost consciousness. Where is she? My apologies. I don't know. Perhaps she's been taken by the departed like I and Sho. Dorio. I have to hurry and look for her. But I'll only be killed if I chase after the departed now. I will die a pointless death without saving anyone. This will be a battle against the departed, and there's a key to clear their grudge. I'll only stand a chance against them if I can find that key. I need to calm down. I should show Yasuoka the paper bundles I retrieved from the forest that I couldn't read. You look like you have many things that you want to talk about. I know you're anxious and impatient right now, but can you tell me what happened? Where did Mashita go? Where is Mashita, by the way? Why are you alone? About that. I tell her about how the departed targeted Mashita and they both disappeared. Oh, I see. Because of me, Mashita is... Do not blame yourself. Mashita was simply living a life according to his own rules. He shouldn't have any regrets. To live the life of an officer. Even after he quit, he couldn't run away from his destiny. Mashita's a tenacious man who would do anything to solve a case. Despite that, he never allowed himself to forget his past life as a cop. Those were his rules. Then that means... I get it, Mashita. I'll give it my all and focus on solving this case. That's what you want, right? The red lights. When did the lights turn red? I noticed it as I started to lose consciousness. The departed's curse seems to have enveloped the entire school. This is the worst. We don't know what'll happen. But why now? If the cause is the same as last time, perhaps the departed has transformed again. That means, did they consume something again? Possibly. What did they consume then? Doryo, for sure. Say, Yasuoka. Can you decipher these papers for me? I believe this is about the departed's wedding, but it's in an old script. And I'm sure this has something to do with the departed's grudge. There's not much here, so it shouldn't take long. Okay. I attempt to calm myself down while she reads it. In the meantime, I'll organize all the information I got in the forest. I might find out the truth about the departed. Oh, I only now noticed their kimonos. One has a mushroom pattern and the other has insects. Cool. The departed's wedding. Sacred wedding ceremony that was held in an attempt to end the famine. The brides and grooms were carefully selected based on their intelligence, lineage, personality, and spiritual strength, which is why the chosen ones were thought to be blessed and envied by many. The truth is, those chosen brides and grooms actually believed they'd have a blissful marriage. The two chosen brides were Mayumuras. They were obviously sisters. On one beautiful night, the gorgeous bridal procession advanced deep into the forest. They were headed towards the Mushikabi shrine. However, the marriage ceremony held at that place was far from the happy occasion they'd wished for. Instead of marrying their grooms, the brides were paired with the deities Mushigami and Kabigami. Before their beheaded grooms, they were prepared for their wedding to the deities. And that preparation included being given a makeover with bugs and mold. Over time, their skins were consumed by insects and mold. To keep themselves alive, they consumed both the insects and the mold. And that's how the women who resembled corpses were made worthy of becoming brides of deities. For a long, long time, they had to suffer with bugs and mold slowly eating away their bodies. A brutal betrayal for brides who were deceived into thinking they were destined for a happy marriage. Such an incident is cruel enough to have borne myriad grudges. Okay, Mushigami groom, Kitajima, Uchikoshi, the brides, Mikiko and Michio. Ceremony will be held then. Izumi, 6 others. It was a note about the religious oaths and the departed's wedding for the grooms, brides, and priests. It looks like the residents of the town forgot the ceremony procedures given that it had been 100 years since it was last held. The chief priest of Mushikabi Shrine secretly wrote this memo for them. During the wedding ceremony in town, the 2 grooms shall present their brides with red threads and smear lipstick on their teeth. This ceremony is unique to M-Town, where silkworm and safflower flourish. Previous brides have been overjoyed to be proposed to in such a traditional way. However, the departed's wedding is different. Instead of the grooms, Mushigami and Kabigami, men from the town shall present the brides with insects instead of red threads, and smear mold upon them instead of lipstick. Okay. So give them insects and mold. This betrothal ceremony shall last for several days. During this time, the bride shall eat bugs and mold to survive. Their bodies shall continue to be consumed by insects and mold until they have turned into the departed. Brides worthy of wedding their deities. Yasuoka's summary of the papers confirms what I saw in my vision. Although I've only learned maybe half the truth of the situation, that much is enough to make my skin crawl and my stomach retch. Retch is a good word for Wordle. I've said everything I wanted to say to Yasuoka. And with that, I have all the keys that I can possibly prepare. Oh! I don't know if this will be enough to battle against the departed's enormous resentment. But still... Are you going? Yeah, the departed is calling me. I have to bring an end to this night. As much as I want to come along with you, I'm afraid I would only get in your way. My feet have been hurting after I fainted. I'm unable to run in my condition. My ankle! My other ankle! It's fine, you can stay here. If I fail to come back, please take care of the rest for me. Understood. Do you know where the departed is? It's written in the notice. The clock tower, right below the oath bell. I see. Hear me out, Gabu. Mashita risks his life for you, as did Ai, Sho, Daimon, and Hiro. Everyone wanted to help you out, that's what they believed. Faith is a weapon to battle against fear, and that's how they were able to challenge those spirits. You're right. It's thanks to them that I'm here at this critical moment. So, Gabu, you risk your life to pursue these spirits, but what drives you to do it? My motivation... Spare me talk of a sense of responsibility or obligation. Tell me what you hope to accomplish by hunting spirits. What do you want to do? What made me start chasing spirits? Initially, it was because I didn't want to die. 4 months ago, I pursued spirits to escape death. I managed to save the souls of those spirits and I survived. That should have been the end of my dealings with spirits. Except it wasn't. I continued pursuing them, enduring the fear and putting my life on the line. Why did I do that? I can only think of one answer. I just can't ignore those who have stepped into darkness. Not only those who are targeted by spirits, but the spirits who are bound by their regrets, who also want to be saved. I simply want to do what I can to help them. So you want to save everyone? I'm not a saint. I know I can't save everyone, but I want to reach out as far as I can to as many as I can. I don't care if that makes me sound like a hypocrite with a martyr complex. You sound like a doctor. Maybe because I'm the spirit doctor. In that case, you should hang on to that hypocrisy, so that everyone, both the living and the dead, can be saved and rest peacefully. Yeah. The music. Well, final stage. This is gonna go bad, isn't it? 0 lost souls, so I guess it's time to go. So 2 and 4 are upside down. I wonder what we're gonna do with that information. This might go really bad. But we're gonna try. The clock tower. The departed must be waiting inside to exchange vows with their groom, me. Doesn't that mean they just want to decapitate me, though? Once I step inside, this case is coming to some kind of conclusion. Though there is one matter left that I need to resolve before I enter this place. The true identity of the departed, who has been hiding here in the academy. In the Red Wedding Hall, please call the name of your bride who is hiding in school. Reading the notice, it seems like they want an answer. I won't have time to think about this once I'm inside, so now's the only time I'll have to think it over. There'll be crucial choices. Once you make your choice, you won't be able to return to the infirmary. It's okay, I just saved. Shall we solve the mystery? I still don't really have an idea, though. Speculations. Okay. Michiho and Doryo? About 100 years ago, there were brides who were brutally murdered during a wedding ceremony in M-Town. Harboring grudges against all the residents while still longing for marriage, they were devoured by insects and mold. Their enormous grudges turned them into the departed. That much we know. Now the real question is, how did they hide in the school? Izumi said the departed was pretending to be a human. If he was telling the truth, I have a feeling they transformed into someone I know. They would want to observe their groom from nearby. Cool. People of Konoehara Academy who interacted with me. Many of them were victims in the spirit cases. Horikoshi, Kakuta, Sakamoto. They're no longer here. I couldn't protect them. The ones who are still alive are the headmaster, Konoe, Doryo, Abe, and Maruhashi. And Kinukawa, whose status is unknown, Michiho. Michiho died at the clock tower last night, but if she was the departed, her death would not prove her innocence. There's also the matter of the things we noticed at her dorm room. There's clearly something odd about it. It's safe to say Michiho Kinukawa is a prime suspect. Let's start deducing. Assuming the departed is among the ones still alive, we can exclude Konoe and Abe. The departed is said to be a bride, and the ones who hold the grudge are female, so it stands to reason that they transform into a girl. This is still just conjecture, but without solid evidence, I'm going to have to make some assumptions. What about Maruhashi? I didn't meet her until Mr. Kokuri's case. Before that, the departed attacked both Ai and Sho after learning about my friendship with them. Maruhashi doesn't know that they're my friends, so the chance of her being the departed are slim. Doryo for sure. Doryo is suspicious. Together with Michiho, she's been helping me from the very beginning. Additionally, she knows all about the case and is quite interested in me. We can assume Doryo is a suspect. This is just a possibility, but that's what I was thinking. If Michiho or Doryo are the departed, their smiles when they called my name and when they told me they believed in me, it all came from the dead. That reality would be a bitter pill to swallow. However, there's still another possibility, and that's the fact that Izumi might not have been telling the truth. Izumi was going insane at that time. He might have not intended to lie, but that's not to say that he didn't lie either. If we consider that possibility, the female doll would seem suspicious. We were eaten by Mushikabi. Her last words matched the ritual scene I saw in my mind, especially because the word we could refer to the two brides. Two souls with the same resentment turned into a single spirit, and that spirit is the departed. The possibility is there. We can assume the female doll is also a suspect. Unlike a detective novel or a police drama, we're not just going to turn up definitive evidence in a case like this. Despite that, I still have to make a choice. Among the three likely candidates, which is the departed? But it's two of them! It's two sisters! You can't just pick one. Michiho Kinukawa is... Should we just go with Doryo being the main one then? Or is it if I click this, I can also click it on Doryo? Does it go through all of them? The departed. Okay, yeah, the departed. And she's the departed too. This is my final answer. Yeah? Dude, I don't... God, what does it even... How does it want me to worm my way through these situations? I know my answer. Time to go to the clock tower. I think it's all the two sisters. They just appear in different versions. The departed is waiting for me up ahead. I can't even imagine what will happen next. I wonder why 2 and 4 were upside down. I inhale the clear night air and breathe it out. Then I push the door open. Massive door creak. God, here we go again. Ooh, we're gonna have a proper look now. Inspect the other spots beside the upper shelf. Everything is junk. Moldy mirror, white mask, worm-eaten fabric. Find a familiar item. Another tooth. Yeah, too late now.
Yoshi.
Okay. that. Second floor. Ooh, cursed. What's that arm for? What in the world? There are red handprints all over the wall. They're red mold, not blood. The same type of mold as on the notices. The tower wasn't like this before. Clock tower has changed. Is this also the work of the departed? What is this dreadful sensation filling the air? The power of the curse is overwhelming. I have to put an end to it quickly. One arm-shaped clump of red mold. Oh, one in the wall. Okay. Is this two? Can I observe it? I can't. Two arm-shaped clumps of red mold are emerging from the wall. What do I do with it, though? This place is... doesn't make sense. Why am I back in the room filled with handprints? Something beyond my comprehension is happening right now. This is bad. The curse is slowly eating my body. My body won't last if I don't put a stop to this right now. Oh! 2 and 4 are down, so go down here, and that's how you progress. 3 up. 4 down. Ooh, is that the doll? What is that? Something's rolling on the floor. This is... Ooh. The broken remains of the female doll. But how? What happened? With the pain from the curse and the agitation from this surprise, my head's about to burst. Just calm down. I say to myself over and over again. I inspect the broken doll. Her limbs are missing. Only her head, dress, and some broken pieces remain. When I look closely, I see something resembling teeth marks. This is most likely from a bite. Was she devoured by the departed? The departed grew stronger after devouring the doll, which turned the lights in the special building red. Ah. It makes sense, but if my deduction is correct, then this doll is supposed to be the departed. That said, the departed is quite clever, so there might be some ulterior motives behind this move. I hear a faint voice. The doll? Take me. Should we take the doll with us? Eat me. Protect you. From sister? From red curse. Her voice goes silent. What did she say? Take me, eat me to protect you from the red curse. I still don't get it. She is the departed, and the departed is very cunning. This could be some kind of ruse. There's no need for me to heed her words. Oh no, I'm gonna do it. Oh, was that it? The malicious disturbance that was happening in this place has subsided. It makes me feel a little better. Is it because the doll is broken? Okay. The departed harbors a massive grudge while also longing to exchange vows with their groom, the wedding that never happened. A document I found on M-Town's ceremony mentions that the etiquette and tools used all have a great significance. I need to remember all of this in case some trivial thing can be used against the departed. The female doll's last word concerned me. She told me to bring her to protect myself. Red curse and eat me? Do I really have to? Nothing makes sense. So much is at stake. Who do I believe? Who do I doubt? Time's running out. I have to make a decision. Female doll's head and dress are on the floor. Nothing? Ah, you don't want to take anything? Climb the ladder once again. Where will it take me this time? Will I end up climbing the clock tower for all eternity? My mind conjures up numerous ominous predictions like this, one after another. Except I know that can't be how this ends. What the departed wants is a wedding ceremony, and a groom is needed for that to happen. I guess this ladder is like a vertical wedding aisle. And waiting for me at the end will be my bride. Wow, that's cool. That's some Elden Ring shit. I find myself in a bright red room. The stone walls and floors are covered with red mold. There are strange plants growing on the floor that look like overgrown moss. A sight that you'll never see in nature. Did the departed cause this paranormal phenomenon? There's an altar in the middle of the room. It's an altar that would be the center of a Western-style wedding. Really? This looks more like a grave to me. This will be the end of my walk down the aisle then. Take the notice out and check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, in the red wedding hall, please call the name of your bride who is hiding in the school. In the red wedding place must be the red wedding hall. Should I call the departed by the name they've been using at school? I wonder if there's a reason why they want me to call them by their name here. Perhaps the departed wishes to have a groom that really knows every single thing about his bride. Everything, even their secrets. The departed who has been hiding in Konoehara Academy. Your real name is... Michiho Kinukawa, Himeko Doryo, and the female doll. My voice echoes throughout the room. There's no answer at all, only the heavy silence filling the air. I was probably wrong, right? The room is filling with mold. It's getting hard to breathe. Good lord. Good lord! You did not get it. Is that just instant death? I believed in you. What a shame, dear husband. I hear a voice from behind me. Doryo? When I turn around... Bugs. Down to 1. Is that death? Game over? You are not my real husband. Still, I love you. Let us exchange a brief vow. Can I bite you? You already did. You already bit me in the start. We should ask me, can I bite you again? Oh, am I being eaten? Oh. Gross. Oy. Thank you, dear husband. Thanks for the snack. Goodbye. Oh. A corpse was discovered. We received report that the man had collapsed at the academy in H City. He did. Let me check this thing again. I'm thinking maybe it is just Michiho and Doryo then, but let me see. That's the bad ending. Now we'll work our way up. Oh, I just made a mistake with the doll. That's it. The doll doesn't count as the departed. I will try again, please. Okay. So, Michiho? Yes. Doryo? Yes. Doll? No. And that should be it. let's try it. Now, I saw something about interacting with the doll, but I wasn't able to. I tried. Let me just get this open. Ah! Obtained head of the female doll. Red dress. Is there anything still down on the floor there? The malicious disturbance has subsided. Makes me feel better. All thanks to this doll. So she's protecting you. Is there anything else there? Fragments of the female doll are scattered on the floor. Eat me to protect you from the red curse. What does it mean? Can I eat something in my inventory? Let me see. Oh, I guess I don't eat it now. I eat it later. But I have the right idea. Okay. I climb the ladder once again. Let's go until we say the names. There. Michiho Kinukawa and Himeko Doryo. My voice echoes throughout the room. I wonder if Doryo was even aware of it then, because she seemed to really play a convincing innocent person, or they were being puppeteered. There's no answer at all, only the heavy silence filling the air. I expected nothing less of you, my dear husband. I believed in you. Did they just appear now? Two people appear before my eyes. Damn! Doryo, Michiho. I was hoping I was wrong. However, my guess was on the mark. Dear husband, we've been watching you while hiding in the school the whole time. Dear husband, we tested you to see if you're worthy of being our real husband or not. Both of them sound dead. Their eyes are lifeless. They don't look like the Doryo and Michiho I came to know. You two are the departed's brides, the sisters. Right. Sisters was the key to unlocking the truth. The departed wasn't just one entity hiding at the school, it was two. I had proof that Michiho was the departed, which meant that the person who received the curse at the same time would also be the departed. Doryo, bearing that mark on her face, is displaying the evidence that she's indeed the departed as well. Then, are you the ones who caused all of the spirits to appear? That is correct. So the spirit I saw clinging to Doryo's back was fake. The groom only needs his bride, the bride only needs her groom. Everyone else is unnecessary. If they're allowed to keep using the dead to cause more casualties, the damage will be incalculable as their victims become new spirits. More and more people will die until the bride and groom are all that remain. That's the ending the departed desires. I have to stop this twisted madness at any cost. Dear husband, you have shown us your brilliant intelligence. You managed to learn the truth about us without being deceived by sympathy or fake deaths. You have shown us your impeccable lineage. Due to your bloodline, you were able to see, hear, and face the spirits. You have shown us your stunning personality. Having formed an emotional bond with his brides, you mustered up the courage to push through your fear for us. You're not like those weak, fragile, beheaded men, or the coward who fled from the notice. You're different from those fake grooms. Dear heavens, you truly are our real husband. What are you gonna do to me? We are the departed's brides and groom. Let us exchange our marriage vows in this red wedding hall, and spend our days in this Mushikabi chamber forever after. That is the happy ending we long for. But Mikiko, dear husband, looks delicious. I can't control myself anymore. Dear husband, can I bite you? Candy. Are they transforming? Oh! Nasty! Michio's face changes before my eyes. How terrifying. Is this the departed's true form? Wanna bite. I wanna bite husband. Every time she speaks, the insects coming out of her mouth move their legs. What is that black liquid dripping from her mouth? Is that saliva? Does she see me as food? I'm completely disoriented. My mind can't process everything before me. I feel like the last thin thread of my sanity is going to snap. Do not rush, Michio. We must exchange vows first. Days, weeks, and months from now, our husband's body shall be dyed in Mushikabi's color. His organs shall be infested with mold, and he'll be filled with insects, making him beautiful. We need to wait until that time, alright? Wanna bite? Are you guys gonna fight? What a troublesome child. Dear husband, you are a Batman. Because you really do look delicious. Dear husband. Yappari kandei. Ooh, creepy. This reminds me of Beetlejuice. The mark on Dorio's face starts spreading like mold, distorting her face. Is that unsightly look on her face supposed to be joy? I'm quaking in fear just looking at her. I can't even muster a scream. Wait, then who is the spirit in the doll? If it's not the two sisters. Wanna bite, wanna bite. I wanna bite, wanna bite, wanna bite, bite, bite. They can no longer control their ravenous hunger. The figures of two brides who longed for a wedding are no longer here. Instead, what I'm seeing now are two long-dead spirits who are warped by madness. Can't really blame them. Shall we bite him together? Michio, let us bite him together. So hungry they can't even do the proper wedding that they always wanted. They hug one another. Their arms or legs intertwined, body pressed against body, sticking like glue. Gross! After repeating the same motion several times, the boundary between the two disappears and they have united into one. Look, dear husband. Look at us. We have consumed this scarlet marionette. Okay. What is that? Oh, moths. So who is the Scarlet Doll then? Whoa. Whoa! Holy shit. What? Wait, are you sitting on top of the other one? When the candlestick is relit. Like one is on all fours and the other is just sitting on their back. Dear husband, am I beautiful now? Not quite. My mind and body are overwhelmed by fear, like I'm a toad being hypnotized by a serpent. The departed has gained a new form from the swirling red mold. Grotesque-looking demon coming out of a doll's bulging belly. I can feel her intense emotions as her 4 eyes stare me down. That emotion is desire. The scarlet desire to devour their beloved and usher them to their demise. Is it even possible to save them? I don't think so. I think they died months ago. Dear husband, let me bathe all of you in the color of insects. Oof. Flood of insects issues forth from their mouth and assaults me. If this keeps up, I'll be eaten alive by bugs. I can't give up. What should I do? Okay. Okay, there's 4 things I need to do. First, Froggy. Finally. They didn't tell me if Mushsa was okay. I hold up the dried up frog to cover myself from the insects. Of course it's a failure. He dropped the froggy. Try again. 99. If you fail this, I'll be shocked. There's a 1% chance. You never know. Okay. The moment I lay my hand on the frog, I remember what that voice told me earlier. Frogs drive away bugs. This might work. The departed sneers at as the insects pour forth an attack. But then the insects disperse into the darkness to avoid the frog. Just put him in your rest pocket, little froggy. Okay. The departed shrieks in anger upon seeing the insects leave. They seem to be muttering something. What the heck are they saying? Bugs? No. Is it mold? Just as I think that to myself, a sharp pain runs throughout my arm. I'm glad the froggy finally was useful. Eee! Mold starts growing on my arm. I can feel the mold spreading throughout my body. I feel like vomiting. Let me bathe you in the color of mold. I'll get consumed by mold at this rate. Okay, so now I need... So I have insect protection. Now I need mold protection. I don't really have an idea of what I need to do. I do! I believe there are some clues somewhere. If I don't do something, I'll be dead. The doll head... Eat a little bit. She did say, eat me. Grabbing the female doll's head, I try eating a piece of it. What is it made of? What if it's a leather doll? What if it's like a mummy? The moment I lay my hand in the doll's broken remains, I remember what that voice said that time. Eat me to protect you from the red curse. A little bit nervous, I rarely take a bite of the doll's head. Ooh! Kind of weird. It's an unpleasant sensation, like I'm chewing on stone. Then a clay texture and taste starts to spread inside my mouth. Making up my mind, I swallow. At that moment, whoa! Both the mold and the unpleasant nausea disappear in an instant. Looks like this is the right choice. The departed sounds distraught after seeing both the insects and the mold cleared away. Oh god. God, this is such a weird thing we're looking at. I thought the last one was gross, but this is a new level. Are they gonna eat me now? Can I bite you? My beloved husband. Let me bite you. Here we go again. The party won't ever be satisfied until they kill me. Although, if the Maya sisters are the departed, do they really want my death? They longed for a blissful marriage. Tell me, this bloody ritual can't be the dream wedding that you always wanted. What is it you really want? Dear husband. Is that their answer? They sound sad. Right at that moment, I hear something distant from the darkness shrouding my vision. Give it back. That voice just now. By give it back, do you mean... It's not working. Pretty sure the voice just now was the departed's true feelings, but they've returned to being their mad monster form. Can I bite you? All I hear is, what's that name? Cody Trains? I don't know if you know, it was like a channel where a guy named Cody does like workout vlogs and stuff. And he always like looks at his bike and he's like, can I ride you? That's all I hear. I guess you really can't communicate with the spirit, huh? But at least I got a clue now. I might be able to save the departed soul using that clue. Give it back. There's something I need to give them back. Probably something used in a celebration, given that this is a wedding. I think it's the dress. Presented carefully. Is it dress? Carefully present the red dress to the departed. Come on, 97. Okay. Holding the dress with both hands, I get down on my knees and offer it to the departed. I shall give you this dress. For 1,000,000 thread. Give. Oh yeah, they got the red thread and then red teeth, right? Did they just tell me to give them the thread? I'm pretty sure this dress is made of red silk thread, so it should fit the bill. Is this the standard custom during a real wedding? Is this the celebration you want? The departed stares at me in silence. They seem somewhat bewildered. I guess this is evidence that I've stirred something in their heart. It's the right choice! They take a slow, deep breath. Perhaps the departed longs to experience a traditional wedding ceremony. Remember, the true vows you long for. The departed starts breathing heavily. Did that trigger a memory? Well, now they're real close. Can I bite you? Bite. Guess that's not it. The departed has gone insane once again. They're on the verge of devouring me. However, there's no way I can give up here. Think, damn it! There must be something I could do! There must be another way! What the departed probably wants is a traditional wedding. I believe the groom usually gives something to the bride, but it's still not enough. What else should I do? Ink? On the teeth.
Yosh.
I opened the ink container to apply it to the teeth. 84, come on, 84. Oh my god. 16% chance of failure.
Yosh.
99%. Do it. Dipping my finger in the ink, I call out to the departed. Let us exchange our wedding vows. Let me paint your teeth red. Dear husband. I feel like the departed isn't as deranged as they were before. Now's the time. I nervously extend the fingers I've coated with ink towards the departed. This is what's written in the chief priest's note I found at the shrine. At wedding ceremonies in M-Town, the groom was supposed to give the bride vermilion thread and paint her teeth red. All the brides were overjoyed to be on the receiving end of this traditional practice. Using what I've got, a dress made with red thread would equate to giving the bride the thread. Smearing red ink on their teeth aligns with painting their teeth red with lipstick. So if I were to do that now, I gently smear the ink on the departed's teeth, giving them a blessing. Ooh. The departed, this is the blessing that I, your groom, give to you. My bride. Do you like it? After a long silence, their lips curve into a smile. Then... Dear husband, for so long. For so long. For so long. For you. Moi? After muttering such a thing... Wow! I didn't expect them to be completely ascended, to use Banisher terminology. The departed disappears with a cry that is oddly neither filled with love nor hatred. Looks like this is the right choice. Survived. Nice. This should be good. Or is it? Did the departed regain their lost blessings so they can finally rest in peace? I really hope that's the case. However, a cold wind refuses to stop blowing through the gaping hole in my heart. Damn, dude, poetic. Doryo, Michio. For a while, I simply stand rooted to the spot, stunned and distraught. Then I think about the way those girls simply disappeared without regaining their consciousness. I remember the look on their faces when that happened. They were smiling for some reason. Can you open that altar, maybe? It's time to go. Now that I've managed to survive this ordeal somehow, There are some things that I must do. Oh, really? As I descend, I notice that the red handprints on the wall are now vanished. I assume that all the other strange phenomena have ceased after the departed's departure. Departure. The departed's departure. The clock tower is frozen in time. I bet the hands won't move ever again, because the 2 students who wanted to make that happen for the school's 70th anniversary are no longer with us. I better get out of here. Yasuoka's waiting for me. And Mashita, please! Cool. The vengeful Mayamura sisters were the culprits. They longed for a happy marriage with their chosen groom even after death. While I can't be their real husband, I hope the red thread and lipstick were enough to fulfill their wishes. The girls in my visions were school age. Were they able to wash away some of their resentment after experiencing their stolen youth? As a spirit doctor, I'd like to believe I set them free from their curse. I hope their smiles before they faded is the answer to my question. Okay. Infirmary time. I should let Yasuoka know how the case went. Welcome back. The spirit that was possessing Yasuoka is gone now, and the light in the infirmary is no longer red. Is it over? Yeah. You did well. Where's Dorio? Kabu. Yasuoka looks at me with gentle eyes. She then follows with a slight, knowing nod. Things happened, I see. Just tell me whenever you're ready. No rush. I'm sorry. Mashita? Mashita. Want me to answer that? No, it's fine. I'll do it. Konoe? Hello? Try being a bit more cheery, will ya? This annoyed tone and these harsh words. You're alive, Mashita! Yep, I failed to die. I lost my phone so I couldn't call. Took me a while to find a working public phone. Thank God you managed to escape. I was sprinting through the damn forest so hard I wanted to puke the whole time. They almost caught my ass several times, but luckily for me, they disappeared midway through the chase. They probably decided to go be with their husband rather than playing tag with me. How did they go on your end? It's over. The departed has vanished. Oh, okay then. Did you save the departed? I think so. Then why do you sound like you're at a funeral? Perk the fuck up, man. Mission accomplished. You should be proud of yourself. Nobody thinks you're cool for doing what needed to be done. Sorry, but I'm not really in the mood for that. Not surprised at all. I'm heading there now. Give me the details once I'm there. Bye. That was Mashita, wasn't it? I'm glad he's safe and sound. He said he's coming here. Shall we leave once he arrives then? You should rest. I'll contact the headmaster for you. Thanks, Yasuoka. I'm touched by Yasuoka's thoughtfulness. Since the last scene is still so vivid in my mind, I don't think I can deliver a professional report to the headmaster right now. By the way, Gabu, why are you holding on to that? Oh, you mean this? I hadn't even realized it, but I'm clutching something I picked up in the clock tower. It's the female doll's head and dress. They saved my life. There's no particular reason. Maybe I'm just feeling sentimental. So what was the doll's part in this then, really?
H 市の空を冷たい秋の風が吹き抜ける。その夜、誰もいない学園から鳴り響く鐘を何人かの近隣住民が耳にした。鐘の音はすすり泣くような寂しく悲しげなものだったという。弔いの鐘。とすれば、それは他がためのものなのか。怪異に呪われ殺されたこの事件の犠牲者たちか。
Yeah, a lot of people die in this one.
あるいは死人にその身を奪われた姫子と美智穂。遠い過去に死人の嫁入りで生き絶えた哀れな娘たちか。いずれにしても死人を取り巻く一連の怪事に終わりを告げる鐘なのかもしれない。だがこれで全てが終わりではない。
終わりではない。
仮にも怪異化を名乗るとすれば、魂の想念に触れた者としてそれぞれの死を さらに深く見つめなくてはならない。
I really thought Konoe was evil.
たとえそこにいかなる恐怖や困難、
The way he just hired me as a
痛みを待つ
teacher
としても、
out of nowhere.
あの日心に刻まれた印に、そして愛する者と亡き者たちに柔らかな日が差すその日まで。
Okay, so that's the end of the game, kind of. There is an extra chapter, and then there's a true ending as well. But we have to go back to chapter 6 and play again from there. Now that we've completed the game, there's a new dialogue option with Sakamoto. So we go from there and then play through everything again. But honestly, being able to skip through text until a new choice, and I have like a really nice punctual guide here that's just like, choose this, do this. So it should honestly not take me too much time to get the other ending. And then there is an extra chapter with Abe-chan, Edgelord. I was like, should I do it? Should I just look it up? But I think I'll do it. A week has passed since that night. Oh, are we going back to the school? Konoehara Academy hasn't changed much since my first visit. Though this is only the calm before the storm, even though the spirit has vanished, the truth and the havoc they wrought still remain. Weekly magazines and the like have been littered with articles about mysterious disappearances at H City School. It's only a matter of time before the press descends upon the school. When that happens, students will lose their normality once again. So the bodies never popped up when the departed left. When the departed. There's nothing I can do about that. They're just gone forever. No bodies. Completely eaten, maybe. I walked past the students and entered the school. Unlike my first visit here, the bell doesn't ring. So did Sakamoto die as well? Oh, you're here, Gabu. Apologies. I've been quite busy lately. Have my hands full with parents and police asking for explanations about the students who've disappeared. Though all I can do is tell them that I don't know anything more than they do. And so I get called an irresponsible headmaster. Haha. Quite a few people have gone missing in a short amount of time, and yet we can't share what actually transpired. Being thrust into the limbo between reality and the spirit world, he's got a pretty tough situation. Sooner or later, I'll likely have to resign. Someone will be made to bear responsibility for these incidents. I got no regrets, though. The case is solved, and I can hold my head high knowing what happened. Mr. Konoe, I've read your report. I feel absolutely terrible for Sakamoto, and I can't believe Doryo and Kinukawa were actually the departed. I have no intention of revealing the truth, obviously. It's not like that would allay the concerns for anyone. We shall consider them to be missing persons, like Sakamoto and the others. That should be fine. The real versions of them are victims, too. Actually, I was curious as to why the departed pretended to be Doryo and Kinukawa in order to hide among the students. There doesn't seem to be a need to mingle with everyone here in order to simply find a husband. I don't know either. Maybe they were making up for lost time. There are a number of things concerning the departed that still don't make any sense to me, such as, why were they in the clock tower? Maybe you'll get a bit more closure about that matter if you read this. He proceeds to hand me a leather journal from the nearby desk. This journal belonged to my grandfather, the first headmaster. A relative found this at their home and sent it my way. I know now isn't exactly the ideal time for you to see this, but feel free to take your time looking it over. Thanks, I'll borrow this then. I guess that's all for me, but let me thank you one last time. I appreciate all your help, Gau. You helped me save the academy. I also wanted to extend my sincere apologies for being harsh with you. Oh, don't worry about that. I know you were desperate to save both the school and the students. I'm glad you understand. That reminds me, Daimon will be here today. Hey! Why don't you go talk to him? Sure thing! Daimon's better! I say goodbye to Mr. Konoe and leave the faculty room. Daimon has been waiting in the infirmary. Ah, there you are. Long time no see, Gabu. How are you feeling? I think resting in that hospital bed actually did me some good. I'm feeling better. Well, better is relative for me. He's still got that lingering cough, but his voice is full of life. Seems like he's fully recovered. Sorry I had to abandon you midway. I ended up forcing everything on you, all the responsibility and emotional trauma. Many people died because of this case. It's a bit sad and lonely knowing no one will ever learn the truth beside those of us who are involved. True. Let us remember those who died at the very least. It's a cross that all of us who are involved in the incident will have to bear. Nevertheless, we live on, believing that we will save someone else another day. It's a remark Daimon said during Hanako's case. The suffering of a doctor who constantly has to face the grim reality of death. Despite that, he's still determined to save others. I comprehend the weight of those words a bit more now. I'll keep that in mind. Having the spirit doctor tell me that made me feel blessed to be a doctor. Say, Gabu, I hope you keep pushing ahead in your own way, despite all the struggles that come. There's got to be someone out there who's just waiting for you to extend your hand. That's what I said, dude! Extend my hand to spirits and survivors. I finished my conversation with Daimon, say my goodbyes, and leave the infirmary. Then I head straight out of the school. Do we see the delinquent girl, maybe? Find myself at the front gate. School's been over for a while, so there's our few students still milling about. Abe-chan? Oh, Gabu! Oh, hey! Ai! Why are you still in the school outfit? What are you doing here? Daimon told you you'd be here today. Looks like I almost missed you, huh? It's all because Sho keeps slowing me down. Sho-chan! I like him so much. Shut it with your bullshit. You're the one at fault here. What's the point in making me dress like this even though the case is over? That's what I was thinking. The case is over, but we're still gonna stick out like a sore thumb if we wear casual clothes to a school. Plus, this is another great chance to wear the Konoehara Academy uniform. You look good in that blazer, Sho. Yikes, stop it, you're giving me the creeps. I would have passed if I'd known it'd be like this. Hey, there you are, Hiro-chan, totally. I worked 7 days straight and I finally got a day off. I just wanted to lay on the couch and drink. Both of you complain way too much. Looks like I invited both of them here. Feels like it's been an eternity since we saw each other last. I asked some of the others too, but apparently they already have plans today. Glad to see you're doing well, old man. Because you looked like a zombie when we were on the case. Is that so? You got some bags under your eyes though. Have you been staying up late? Oh, you mean this? I've been doing some work at home. Sometimes I get too caught up in my work and by the time I realize the sun's creeping through the blinds. You're still living that kind of life even after the case? You're one hell of a night owl. Rest is just as important as work, Gabu. Should we go and grab something good to eat? I like that idea. I know a good ramen shop. Oh, ramen. They're piling the pork and green onions. Why ramen? Cake is much better, right, Gabu? You don't have to work hard today, right, Gabu? You're gonna collapse if you don't take a breather once in a while. You're not good at that. Fine. Hakata ramen, let's go. Hakata ramen is my favorite. Although there was a really good place in Kyoto. I think it was called Usagi ramen. They had really good ramen too. Their broth was amazing. In the end, I let myself be dragged to both a popular ramen place and a cake shop. I and Sho are as bubbly as ever, while Hiro chimes in occasionally with sardonic comments. Observing the scene in front of me, it feels like this is the first time I've been able to have a normal, ordinary day in quite a while. However, there's a strange feeling that I can't shake, as if I'm walking around in shoes that don't fit. I guess this is what readapting to mundane life feels like. Guess I'm just too used to having dark, unnatural forces inserting themselves in my life. I skimmed through the first headmaster's journal. Oh yeah, I forgot. The stuff written inside is related to the female doll and the departed. Yeah, what's up with the doll? How was that? How was she not the departed? The first headmaster knew about the horrific ritual, the departed's wedding. He apparently learned about it from a former resident. He wanted to offer condolences to the victims of the ritual and those who were claimed by the wrath of the departed. He particularly pitied the sisters whose dreams of a happy marriage was betrayed. Inside the clock tower that was built to celebrate the Academy's 10th anniversary, he built a room as a memorial service, complete with an altar where he offered a Western doll. The doll was the female doll in the scarlet dress. He got it from someone who dealt in spiritual items. It said that the female doll was made to be an offering for his pitiful soul that had hidden spiritual powers. Learning that, the headmaster believed the doll could soothe the souls of the sisters. He then dressed the doll in a beautiful bridal dress. In his mind, he was being thoughtful to the sisters, who had their matrimonial wishes twisted into a ritual. His love for antique things was probably what led him to choose the red dress over a now traditional white gown. The first headmaster may have thought he was helping, but romanticizing the tragedy of the two brides eventually led to this disaster. The deep-seated grudge of the sisters remained in the Konoehara area, and that grudge began dwelling inside the female doll. Eventually, the departed was born. Oh, my eyes. I need a break. And that's where the journal ends. The first headmaster passed away after that. How am I seeing this? Perhaps the departed's curse killed him as well. He set the events in motion, and then, 60 years later, the departed appeared at the academy. No one can ever truly know why such things occur. We can only imagine and speculate. So the doll really was a separate entity just trying to help. After the first headmaster's death, the female doll disappeared. It was taken from the clock tower, or at least the part normal people could access. The place the doll ended up must have been the Red Room, somewhere only the departed could access. They were awaiting a new vessel other than the doll, one in which they could make their dream of a happy marriage come true. That replacement finally came after so many years. Doryo and Michio wanted to restore the tower. One summer break, 2 female students visited. Those students were the real Michiho and Doryo. They were there for the clock tower renovation project to commemorate the school's 70th anniversary. The departed brought them to the altar room and they killed them using the curse of insects and mold, claiming their bodies and memories. The older sister, Mikiko, became Himeko Doryo, while the younger sister, Michio, became Michiho. Then they hid in the school, attempting to find a husband that was suitable to fulfill their wish for a happy marriage. The rest is history. The departed used other spirits and notices as tests for their groom candidates. The Doryo and Michiho I'd come to know were fakes. Everything was an act. Despite that, both of them looked and acted far too human. Their warm words, their gentle smiles and innocence. Did they really need to go so far just to test me to see if I was worthy of marriage? Why did they do all that? This is just a hunch, but maybe when the departed stole Doryo and Michiho's memories, they might have noticed that there were other ways to satisfy their deep, unrealized wishes. Doryo called that possibility love. The departed spent their days in the school trying to stay near their husband, having conversations and swapping smiles like any other youths. Born in a feudal town 100 years ago, maybe they'd never had the opportunity to experience that before. As a result, their love for their husband grew. This would have been something that they truly treasured. The only thing that doesn't make sense, though, is I guess because they became one spirit, but wouldn't they want 2 grooms? One for each? That might have been how they could act so naturally, protecting that glittering youth. Who knows? Maybe they even wished they could just continue living that way. Except they were spirits. They couldn't escape their sanguinolent fate. In order to fulfill their desire for marriage, they ended up choosing the spirit's path. Perhaps it was the only way they knew to get what they craved. Dear husband, for so long. For so long. For you. I wonder what the departed was trying to say at that time. Did it have something to do with love? Even their intense resentment disappeared just by imitating the town's traditional wedding. Was that also because of their love? If that's true, my strange life as a teacher and the time I spent with them was not so in vain, because that way the memories we made together are what ended up saving those girls. The departed. Terrifying spirit that killed a lot of people in the last 2 months. Though considering their grudges and wishes, they were also poor victims themselves. The terror and sadness that filled them after learning both sides of the coin. Yeah, I feel bad for the sisters. I want to forgive them. I reach for my cup. Hee, cup of coffee. Chugging down the liquid inside, I get up from my seat and check the time. The day has already changed. Late at night, guess it's time to start working. Off to a new case. I head to my room on the second floor, and then... What? Oh, you go to sleep? Oh no, you fixed the doll. I was thinking that it was like, sleep is like work too. I finally managed to fix it. I was able to use the techniques I learned at the workshop I found when looking up information about doll care. Though it's fixed, her soul won't come back. This female doll saved my life. The departed's grudges moved from this doll to Doryo and Michiho. So who was the spirit inhabiting this doll? That's what I was wondering. I have a hunch. It may have been the souls of the real Michiho and Doryo. Ah, the two girls were brimming with spiritual energy, which is likely why this departed chose to claim their bodies. I have a hunch that their souls dwelled inside the doll after they were killed. The way the doll's appearance changed as the departed transformed might be evidence that the girls' souls were still connected to their bodies. Ah, I see. So the doll was wandering around the school without their memories, not knowing what to do. Despite being in that confused state, their fear and resentment of the departed still remained. That's why they helped me. Still, what's the point of fixing the doll? It's not like it'll speak again if it's mended. Plus, even if it were to talk, what useful information would it have for me? As far as I know, the souls contained inside this doll belongs to the actual Michiho and Doryo, not the fake versions who considered me their teacher. It's a pointless undertaking, and I have a feeling it'll only make me feel emptier inside. So why do I keep doing this? I guess it's a form of prayer. I won't change anything, though I also believe that it isn't for nothing. I believe some souls will be saved if I do this. Hang on a little longer, you two. Interesting. Mr. Gabo. The end. For now. Dinner time. Those are the dinner bells you're hearing. So, we're gonna redo the end of the game. We have to start in chapter 6. And we now will get a new prompt. So we're talking about Kinukawa and Doryo. She doesn't trust us. Let's see. I've warned them not to get close to you. Turns out, joke's on you. They're already dead. Sakamoto chided Doryo and Michiho because she believes in her intuition. Okay, here. New prompt of prayers. Try to convince her. Hold on. There's a reason why both of them are defending me. Among all the teachers, I'm the only one who's taking their concerns seriously and pursuing the departed. This departed nonsense again, really. You really think you have carte blanche to do anything just because you're investigating the departed? Takai, Izumi, Horikoshi, and Kakuta, 4 Konoehara students who have mysteriously disappeared in a short period of time. I'm sure you realize how unnatural that looks, don't you? Ooh, shocked. I'm not asking you to believe in spirits, but you need to understand that I'm the only adult here that's trying to do something about those students' disappearances. Mr. Gabu. And they're just trying to help me. They want to bring peace and normality back to the school, and they're trying to help in whatever way they can. That's all that's going on. Sakamoto leaves the faculty room without saying anything. Oh, that was very different. Okay. Follow the rest of chapters 6 and 7. Okay. Make doubly sure you react in the clock tower suspensive act non-violently. Okay. If done correctly, the first suspensive act of chapter 7 does not occur. Okay, so now everything is kind of the same until the very end. Wow, you have to go that far back and redo everything. Oh, Sho left a voicemail. Did you do that before? The words ain't coming out. I got a shit ton of things to say to you, you know. Oh well, I'll just spit out what's in my head. Do you know why I've been laying low all this time? Because of Mashita. He said he'd call the school and my mom if I stuck my nose in. Damn it, this is so unfair. But you know what he said that time? If me and Gabu go down, you're the relief pitcher who will have to come in and close this thing out. So you better not go and do something stupid like betray my trust, Nagashima. For some reason, I feel like I got duped by his words. Like, he put me in a situation where I gotta be hanging around just in case, you know? Means I can't just... Oh, I clicked too quick. Oops. I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait. Lock. Means I can't just do as I please, though I'm pretty sure my turn won't come around. Because no spirit's ever gonna win against both of you. I guess that's all I wanted to say then. Give my regards to him. I think I missed that before. That's the end of the voicemail. Oh, that's why I can't skip this. This is new. Oh, sorry. I went too quickly for that. So I met up with Michiho later. She says, a bit tired, haven't been getting a lot of sleep. I got a call from Miss Sakamoto. Did she get scolded? No, the opposite. She apologized because she felt like she went too far about the stuff with you. Oh. Is it because of what I said to her? How very kind of her to take immediate action after she changed her mind. Cool. Isn't that great, Mr. Gabu? She won't be picking on you anymore. I hope that's true. How's your investigation going, by the way? Anything new? Not a lot, but... Okay, and that's the same. Examine the notice board to the left of the main entrance.
これは
I didn't catch this last time either. I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you if it wasn't for the notices. I want to thank the departed for that. That's so shady. It's rather inconsiderate to the victims when you say it like that. Oh, sorry. Hey, Mr. Gabu, how about you? Are you glad we were able to get to know me and Hime? I'm glad. I am glad. Both of you have helped me a lot. It makes me happy to hear that. I'm not used to being praised so directly like that. I'm feeling a bit embarrassed now. Here, a gift for you. Thank you for answering my question. Oh, that is so weird that she would hand you that. Damn. You're gathering these things, aren't you? I picked it up on the way. For some reason it was in the student council room. Oh, thank you. That night I saved the two of them at the clock tower. I went on about all kinds of things related to the case. I remember talking about the lost souls, too. What is that tooth, by the way? No idea. I only know this thing has some sort of hidden spiritual power. Maybe it's the departed's tooth? Probably. Oh. I didn't think that we were collecting her teeth. Sakamoto isn't around. She was feeling under the weather. Her face was really pale, and even standing upright seemed to cause her an immense amount of pain. It's looking like she must have been possessed by a spirit as well. While Mr. Konoe and the students don't look so good, they don't seem to be suffering as much as Sakamoto. Maybe the spirits are affecting everyone differently. Goodness, maybe some malicious disease is spreading on our campus. Our school really is cursed. Well, yes. I leave the faculty room after saying goodbye. He looks rather worried. Huh. Okay. This is definitely new. By the way, Doryo, you said you and Michiho saw an altar where the doll was placed in the clock tower, right? But I don't see an altar anywhere. Yeah, I'm surprised myself. There was definitely an altar when we came here. Strange. Were they hallucinating or something? I don't think that's the case because the altar was also mentioned in the school newspaper. It's absurd to think they were hallucinating. In that case, it may have been something caused by the departed. No one knows which is the real clock tower. Clock tower we're in now, or the one you saw before with the altar. Box. You have to focus on your investigation or we will fail. Yeah, I know. There's a small item lying in the corner of the box. Eerie tooth. Okay. Okay, now if we go into the forest, stuff with Sakamoto should be different. We're doing good so far, but the real task has just begun. Yeah, we better proceed with caution. Okay. Where do we find her again? I forget. Oh! Wait, yeah, it just happens immediately, doesn't it? So now it skipped that bit, so she's fine. Oh. So, no Sakamoto, so that means we're on the right path. That's good. Maybe that's just it, though. Maybe that just means that now she didn't die because she listened to us. Maybe that's it. Okay. Now we should get a new scene. After this. After survived. Okay. What is this? I heard the sound of a bell, but why? The departed should be gone. What should I do? Okay. True ending. Return to the clock tower. Don't tell me. Are they calling me? You're actually married now. That's the true ending. You're with them. When I return to the clock tower, the bell stops ringing. Okay. So what's gonna happen? There's nothing strange on the first floor. Maybe it's coming from upstairs? What's that sound? Who's that? I hear the sound of someone on the ladder coming from above. Someone is climbing down from the third floor to the second. Oh god. Give me a break. This should be over already. Who is it? The sound then moves to the first floor. And what comes down from above is... No way. You gotta be kidding me. Huh? Doryo. Michiho. You guys survived? It can't be. The departed soul should have been saved. Both of you shouldn't be here. Her hair's still white too. They still have the curse mark. Who are you? So these are the original girls from a couple months ago. I didn't think they would have survived. I guess for the true ending. I bring the two confused girls back to the infirmary. And then, together with Yasuoka and Mashita, who survived being attacked by the departed, I asked the girls what happened. It's an informative conversation. They're the real Doryo and Michiho, not the departed. Neither of them know how they ended up in the clock tower. Their memories stop in August when their bodies were stolen by the departed. In short, to both of them, we're complete strangers. This is the first time we've ever met. That's so weird. After a while, Mr. Konoe finally arrives. He seems pretty confused after hearing about the situation. But when he discovers the two students are alive, a gentle, relieved smile widens across his face. He clutches my hands and profusely thanks me over and over again. I ask Mr. Konoe to take care of Doryo and Michiho, and then I leave the infirmary. Both of them seem like they're genuinely the real girls. However, why do they still have that mark and the white hair? Exactly. I mentioned it to Yasuoka and Mashita as we're heading out. Oh, really? I didn't see it, though. I doubt they can see it. Oh. Yasuoka thinks for a moment. Both of them have been controlled by the departed for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if traces of the departed still remain on their bodies. I don't like the sound of that. Is there anything I can do? Let's see. I guess you should probably not talk to them. Huh? If the departed really was saved, the mark and white hair will eventually disappear. But if they meet you, the departed's remnants might stir again. Nothing good will come of that. Your best course of action would be not to meet them. Do you understand? I guess whatever I answer is I mean, they don't even know me. They won't mind. This case is over. There's no need for you to talk with them again. Besides, it's not like they know you either. Exactly. I'm with Mashita. That's true. I wonder what happened that caused this surprising outcome. I have no way of knowing. This is a matter that surpasses human comprehension. Can we meet up with Sakamoto? I wonder if anything changed there. Because why was she in the forest in the first place? I don't really mind not knowing, though. The most important thing is that they're alive and well, even if they have lost their memories. Let's just celebrate that miracle. Ah. Okay. The end. A week has passed since that night. It only took you a week to fix the doll? That's really quick for like an antique. I guess you just have all the parts in your house. Ah, Daimon! How are you feeling, Gabu? That should be my line. Are you still in the hospital? No, I was discharged 2 days ago. I've mostly recovered. Mr. Konoe told me some stuff. I thought you might be curious to hear what he had to say, so I just wanted to phone you up and share it with you. Daimon proceeds to tell me what happened at Konoehara Academy after the case. Even though the departed was now gone, that didn't change the fact that 4 students went missing in a short period of time. Mr. Konoe will resign from his position to take responsibility for the disappearances. It's a shame since this wasn't really his fault, but he doesn't seem to have any regrets. Daimon was also given the first headmaster's journal that a relative of Mr. Konoe found at their home. He said there were some interesting things written in it, so he'd bring it by sometime. And about Doryo and Kinukawa, in the end the police didn't pursue the case, per the wishes of their parents. They've been resting and recuperating in the dorm. They're doing well. They also have been speaking to a counselor, though we haven't seen any particularly unusual behavior. That's a relief. What about the 2 months of memory they lost? They've been diagnosed with memory impairment. They don't remember either of us. That's for the best. If they remember us, that'll only rebuild connections to the departed. Everything's good as long as they're alive. I understand that feeling now. If only you were a doctor. Daimon. 2 souls should have been claimed. 2 souls who should have been claimed were saved. As a spirit doctor, you should be proud of your work. Thanks. I'll come visit you soon. I still need to hand off the journal. Let's have some drinks. Invite Hiro and Mashita as well. Catch you later, Gabu. Whew! Knowing those 2 are safe and sound is more than enough for me. I simply hope they're able to enjoy the normal mundane life they led before the departed shattered their worlds. Well, if they really don't remember, then I think that's for the best, right? Is that Daimon? Who's showing up at my place at this time of night? My computer training with Ada is tomorrow, if I remember correctly. Is Daimon here? Ah, natsukashi! Haven't seen this main hall in a while. When I opened the front door... Ah, Michiho! Doryo! You shouldn't come here! Shit! They're standing in front of me. How is this possible? How'd you find me? Sorry for visiting you this late. You're a Gabu, right? Thank you for saving us the other day. Oh, yeah. What brings you here? There's something we want to ask you. It's about our lost memories. Memories? We heard some things from our friends in the dorm. They said Michiho and I were helping you out a lot recently. Is that true? We have no idea since we lost our memory. Yeah, be honest. Yes. Would you mind telling us what happened during that time? To tell you the truth, lately there's been this strange feeling lingering in the back of our minds. We wanted to figure out what it was since we think it might have something to do with our memory loss. A strange feeling? Henna kankaku? I've always been into frogs, but out of nowhere I've come to love bugs. And that's weird. Ah. This is definitely something caused by remnants of the departed, so our fears were true, it seems. What are you going to do if you regain your memories? What if you learn those missing memories aren't as blissful as you think? Still, we still want them back. And Doryo's like, and I love eating mold! I can't betray my emotions, but internally I'm smiling wryly. 5 months ago, I also went in search of memories that I had lost. I understand their need to know more than they realize. But I can't support their efforts. This is what's best for them and everyone else. Sorry, but there's nothing I can share with you. Besides, doesn't your dorm have a curfew? You better go home. We break the curfew all the time. That doesn't bother us. And I also broke curfew when we were inspecting the M-Town shop. Huh? What? What am I saying? Inspecting the shop? That's... Are memories from the departed come slowly resurfacing as they speak with me? This is the worst case scenario. I can't afford to waste any more time with politeness. I don't feel like talking anymore. Go home, Kinukawa. Doryo. Wait a minute. I feel like I remember something. No! Get out of here now! Just let it go, Michiho. Oh, you said her first name. You slipped up. Well, shit. Tensions got high, and in that moment, I let something slip. Did you just call me Michiho? Kinukawa. That's not how you speak to me. Call me Michiho. Didn't you promise me that, Mr. Gabu? Uh-oh. Don't tell me. I remember everything now. I turned into the departed, didn't I? What in the world are you talking about, Michiho? Not just me, Hime as well. Come on, you remember it too, Hime. The love we had when we were the departed. Uh-oh. Love? Oh no. Doryo. No way. Was I the departed? I remember everything, even when we went to the clock tower together. No way. I guess you couldn't stop them from coming to find you, huh? I can't believe how easily they regained their memories. Defeated and crestfallen, I accept that there's nothing more that can be done. It's too late for regrets. That being said, the best way forward now is to support them and try and steer them towards the right path. The girls quietly drink the coffee. You made them coffee at night? Psychopath. It's your second time making us coffee, huh? Brewed coffee really is much better than the instant ones. It's really delicious, Mr. Gabu. You guys are teenagers. You don't have the palate for coffee yet. Are you kidding me? You don't have to call me that. I'm not your teacher anymore. It's a habit I can't seem to shake, even if I was only doing it while I was controlled by the departed. Same. They seem to be a lot more relaxed now. They certainly have an amazing ability to adapt to what life has thrown them, seeing how Michiho just accepted that she was suddenly a bug lover. I guess they must have prepared themselves to roll with whatever they'd learn after regaining their memories. Now, Doryo, Michiho, there's a few things I'd like to ask you. Do you mind? Go ahead. You're probably curious about a few things that we can answer, right? Just ask away. We also want you to know about the departed's memories. We won't have peace of mind unless we do that. Okay, health. How are you two feeling? Same as usual. If anything, I feel much more refreshed now. I feel like the fog in my head is cleared up. I'm worried about this white hair though. It stands out way too much. You can see it? Same with the mark on Hime's face. I guess it's supposed to be the departed's mark or something? Yeah. Just from piecing things together, the Mayumura sisters had bruises resembling mold all over their bodies, and their hair lost its color as they became more corpse-like. The mark and hair must have originated from the pitiful demise of the two sisters. Damn, this sucks. Hope my hair will go back to normal. Stop complaining, Michiho. It's already a miracle that we're even still alive. Yeah, you're right. What about the memories? We can't remember everything. I guess we pretty much remember the most unforgettable moments. Are they painful? Yes. But we don't feel any negative emotions from them because you saved their souls. The painful stuff they experienced in the past just feels like a story or movie now. A sigh of relief. If the loathing the brides felt during the wedding ceremony somehow remained in both of them, their psyches would have been crushed under that weight. Except for the painful memories, I still pretty much remember how I felt about some stuff, like how I love bugs and the departed's love for you. Michiho! There's no point in hiding it anymore, Hime, and it's not like we can do anything about it. This feeling belongs to the departed. You have a point. How did they remember? All thanks to the departed. I don't understand. You saved the departed souls. During their final moments, they gave us our bodies back. But why though? But why though? That's something I learned from the departed's memories. It's a pretty strong feeling. They were grateful to you, and they wanted you to know it. They really wanted you to know it. The departed felt grateful to me? You might find this suspicious, but do you know why we were able to get our lives back? Because the departed was completely smitten by you. At least that's what I believe. Love created a true miracle. I don't know how to feel about all of this. I guess it means that all the struggles I had to go through to act as their husband were worth it in the end. The clock in the main hall. By the time I finish asking my questions, it's gotten pretty late. Now get the fuck out! Thanks for listening to us, and for the coffee. I truly enjoy the rich smell now, as well as the complex bitter notes layered behind the creaminess and sweetness. Oh, that's right, he just puts like fucking 8 cubes of sugar in it, so that's why you guys like it. I'll get you back to your dorm. It's already late. I'll try to talk to your dorm manager about the curfew breaking as well. No need. Of course we have to, duh. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for everything. I have no idea how these memories are going to affect you, so if you start to feel something strange or weird, you can contact me. Got it? Understood. I might come here even if I have no business, though. I want to drink your delicious coffee. Oh, jeez. Gee whiz. Both Michiho and Doryo were saved. It remains unknown why the departed saved them. Both, though. Although they said the departed was grateful to me, I doubt that. Why? They were the departed. If they say so, it is so. This is just a hunch, but the departed might have entrusted both their memories and love to those 2 girls. The dead do not only leave behind resentment, there are also times when their hopes and dreams linger on as well. Even if it was something the departed decided on a whim, it doesn't change the fact that those 2 girls are alive and breathing. Some of my actions were able to save lives that were impossible to save. Spirit doctor who saves both the living and the dead. If I can be the light for those who are trapped in darkness. Then I will be the spirit doctor. And I will reach out my hand to them. So the thing is, I think this extra chapter that you can access from the main menu is another hour. Although, I'm usually a little faster than the guides. Maybe it is faster if I use a guide as well. Extra rumors of Princess Mac. Okay, we're gonna do it. This story takes place after the end of the main story, where all mark bearers are alive. Bear with me, I am very tired, but I do want to give this game a proper ending. For part of me, it was like, maybe I'll save this for a different episode, like a couple months from now, but you know what? We're here, we're gonna do it. Your level, total souls, and the number of sacred objects may differ from the main story. That's fine. You can't save your progress when playing extra content. Oh. Okay. I wonder if this is like a jokey extra chapter. Did you know? The Tokyo Loop line is apparently haunted. Ooh! The haunting spirit's name is Princess Mac. Why Mac? What? It's not a hoax, I'm telling you. One of my acquaintances saw it. One night on a weekend, they were driving on the Metro Expressway. A familiar road, a familiar scene. They were just on a normal drive. But then they noticed something strange. There were no cars around. Isn't that weird? They're on the Metro Expressway, and nighttime on a weekend at that. Then they heard a strange sound over the sound of their engine. Horses? Yeah, crazy, right? They timidly peered into the rearview mirror. Ghost horses in Tokyo? They saw a huge horse running their way. A feral horse that could even devour humans. A high-pitched, piercing voice echoed down the expressway. Was it the voice of the one riding the horse? It was too dark to tell. All they could see was the train of a dress, illuminated by the streetlights. A runaway bride on a horse? The horse footsteps were getting closer and closer, and now they could hear its rough breathing. The horse was going to overtake them at any moment? My friend used to join street races back then. They had confidence in their driving skills, and yet they couldn't pull away from the horse. They didn't know what to do. Should they continue driving, or should they hit the brakes? They felt like they'd die if they made the wrong choice. My friend held their breath, and then they stepped on the brake. Middle of the highway, though? The beast raced past them and continued galloping into the darkness. They've never taken the Metro Expressway since that day. Once you experience something like that, that feeling doesn't go away easily. Huh? I wonder what would have happened to them if they hadn't stopped then. No one would know. Because if they chose to continue... Rumor has it, they'd have died in a terrible accident. Who is this cutie? Girl in the hoodie. And that's how the Princess Mach rumor goes. It was featured in Oparts a while ago. What do you think? Pretty exciting, right? The young girl flashes a satisfied smile after finishing her story. She was neither joking nor bluffing. She seems to be enjoying herself. Rumors of Princess Mach have been running wild in H City lately. I actually went to look into it tonight, but I wanted the spirit doctor to help me too. Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to pay you. I wasn't asking you to do it for free. No, I don't eat your money. I just answer my questions. Sure, ask away. Who are you? Where did you come from? She just walked in and started talking about this rumor. A few days following the academy incident, one night a young girl showed up at Kujo Mansion out of the blue. Ohayou gozaimasu. Without even so much as an introduction, she started talking about Princess Mach rumors. And here we are now. Cool hoodie. Did I not tell you? I'm Kaoru Hazuki. I came all the way to H City after hearing about you from Kashiwagi. So she's an acquaintance of Ice. I guess I should ask her some questions first. You want to know me? I live in Kamukura Ward, 3rd year at Shoma Junior High. My birthday is on Halloween, October 31st. The best day of the year. My favorite books are Oparts and horror novels. My hobby is going to haunted places at night. Oh my god, you're amazing! I love nighttime. There are thrilling things that you can only see at night, like spirits, UFOs, or a beautiful moon. Between what she's told me and her hoodie, it's obvious that she's into occult things. You see, I once wondered, what would I do if I was abducted by a UFO when I was taking a night stroll? Would they perform body modification surgery on me? She's quite the imagination. What's your relationship with Ai? We're represented by the same agency. I'm an idol trainee. I haven't made my debut yet though. Ai is so beautiful, don't you think? Not only beautiful, but she's also good at singing and dancing. Her performances are top-notch. No wonder men are obsessed with her. She's also got great fashion sense. Judging by the way she gushes about Ai, she must look up to her. I heard about you from Ai and read your featured articles. I came here because I'm interested in you. I'm the type of girl who can't hold myself back once I've decided to do something, you know? Why does it have to be this late at night, though? I'm busy. I have school during the day, practices during the evening, and the spirit doctor is a night hunter, so I figured it's best to meet you at night. A night what? I know your true identity. You're actually a skilled exorcist who hunts spirit lurking in the darkness of the night, aren't you? Come again? And wow, to think you live in this big mansion all by yourself. Are you the descendant of vampires from Transylvania, maybe? It'd be awesome if you truly were. Give me your autograph, please. Is she for real? If she is, then she's on another level. In any case, Spirit Doctor, I plan to investigate Princess Mach tonight. I know this is super sudden, but can you help me? Yeah. Domo domo. Okay. Assist her, ask her some questions. So far, so good. Just like that, I decide to help Hazuki investigate this Princess Mach who has supposedly been haunting H City. I wonder why they did this little, like, extra chapter. Do you think it was DLC back in the day? Oh, shit! I think someone mentioned that there was, like, untranslated... Whoa. I only now realize you guys see a face in the mirror of the car, the rear view mirror. I don't see that at all. I guess I still have the extra brightness on my recording stuff. There might be untranslated DLC for this game. I'll have to look into that, see if I can get my hands on that. Any leads? Of course I do. According to Adam Love... Adam what? A frequent commenter in the occult forums. They wrote about Princess Mach. So Adam Love is a person's name. That's a weird name. I mean, all forum usernames are like that. Adam Love said Princess Mach tends to show up at haunted spots. Like where? Dunno. That's why I'm planning on hitting up all the haunted spots in H City. Also a young girl like that just getting into a stranger's car. If you hadn't come, I'd have had to walk to them all on foot. To think this girl would be touring H City in the dead of night going on nothing but this unreliable piece of information. This girl's absurd. Do you know any haunted spots around here, Spirit Doctor? Please take me to them. A few places come to mind. They're places I investigated during previous cases. Yeah, are we revisiting them? We'll end the investigation if we don't find anything. That means you give up and go home. Are we clear? Shouldn't we just go to that bit of highway where it happened? I don't know much about this kid. Should I ask her some questions? You're trying to be an idol, right? Do you want to be an idol like I, or... I do respect her, but that's not my goal. I want to make the most of what I have. What do you mean by that? I want to be a mysterious yet charming idol, like spiritual phenomena and UFOs. I want to be an occult idol. Didn't we meet someone like that in the first game? So are you going to pretend to be a ghost in white clothing, or what? Yeah, and that's the problem. There's a lot of ghost stories out there. Ghosts, aliens, UMA, Tsushinoko. I don't know what theme I should go for. That's why tonight... What are you gonna do tonight? Nothing. Come on, let's hurry to the haunted spots. Okay. Oh, let's go to the school then. Okay. So it seems like this chapter is just like... We go by a bunch of places, we talk, and that's about it. A ruined school building stands in the darkness. That building used to be H Elementary School. Don't tell me this is the place where you and I fought spirits. Well, yes. Weren't some crazy animal experiments before in here? Meat and organs splattered all over, dark red blood stained everywhere. Did that room really exist? Yeah, that was something I never want to experience again. Spirit Doctor. Talking about meat and organs made me hungry. I'm craving yakiniku now. Okay, something's wrong with you. Can we go eat something after this? Let's look for places that serve thigh meat. You're one strange girl, not strong. Strange. Familiar voice. Hey, what are you doing here? Good evening. I'm here for work. What are you doing here with a girl at that? This is also work related. Well, I might know something about Princess Mach. She knows a lot about spiritual stuff after all. Might as well ask. I introduce Hazuki. So you like occult stuff too, huh? I can sympathize with you. And you're an aspiring idol at that? You're gonna get big in no time. Whoa, what an honor to hear that. I never expected to have Moe say that to me. Do you know Moe? Why would I not? She's a popular high school journalist who made a brilliant debut. Through Oop Arts. It's not that big a deal. I only got my own corner in that magazine because the editorial department pitied me. No way, you're amazing. I mean, your article from last month. What about it? The occult maniacs become fast friends and are talking merrily. I'm glad they're having fun. I think they're talking about zombies and black magic. I'm here to take photos. The editor-in-chief asked me to take photos of an abandoned school at night. But if you think about it, what kind of person would ask a high schooler to do something like that? They'd probably get caught in some kind of regulations. But it's fun, right? Well, yeah. Going to a haunted school at night is exciting. I'll let Moe know about her situation and ask her about Princess Mach. I know of her, obviously. She's been featured in Upats before. I never knew she haunted H City, though. Apparently, the information's posted on an occult forum. Don't you visit that kind of forum a lot? I haven't been able to lately, though. I'm pretty busy, sorry. But my editor-in-chief of the readers usually brings up to me if the rumors are good. And I haven't heard anything from them. Might be a hoax. You know, there are people online who like to make up stories just to get attention. Could be the case. I'll keep that in mind. I guess that's all the information I'm going to get from Moe. I write down all the things we talked about after parting ways with her. Okay. Moe P. So, they're saying the rumors aren't that great, basically. Say, Hazuki, you're not gonna call your parents? Oh, it's fine. Daddy's on a business trip in America, and Mommy is in Hokkaido for shooting. I see. You must be lonely. Not really. I'm used to it. Pretty happy because I can go out at night freely. Goodness. I don't think I can convince her otherwise. Be careful when you're out at night. Terrible things can happen, and there are some mistakes that can't be fixed by anyone. I know that. That's why I always carry a buzzer and a stun gun. The other day I gave a guy who was following me a rude awakening. Glad you're safe. Upsetting her might be dangerous. Thanks for your concern. Shall we go to the next spot? Manhole Street. Now that's a place I fondly remember. Although I think the forest was my favorite. I can really remember the stuff with the bees really well. Oh yeah, this was fun. The road we're taking at the moment is called Manhole Street. As we can all see, there are an unusual number of maintenance holes in the street, hence the name. No need to tell me, Spirit Doctor. There's an underground vault down here, right? You sure know a lot, huh? I mentioned it when she talked about the Mark incident. And there was a secret experiment that was conducted here, right? What? No use hiding it. I know everything. Dr. Daimon and Lady Hiro, dastardly duo of evil scientists plotting world domination. They're planning to launch spiritual weapons left behind by the Imperial Army, aren't they? I'm excited. This bizarre statement is probably based on the stories I told her. Hazuki's power of imagination must have warped it into this tale. I wonder if there actually is DLC and if it will come to English by like official ways. As if on cue, one of the manhole lids opens up. Is it the homeless person from before? Huh? What are you still doing down there? Who's that kid beside you? Never seen her. After your escapades with the high schoolers, now you're on a night date with a middle schooler? You better cut this out. I refuse to help you if you get arrested, you know? Hey. White coat, glasses, lady. Are you the evil scientist Lady Hiro? I'm a fan. Give me your autograph, please. What the hell is wrong with your date? She's Ice Friend. Her imagination is much stronger than others. Delusions? Just let her be. She doesn't mean any harm. I don't get it. Youngsters are scary. Anyway, what brings you here? As a general rule, Hiro doesn't really care about spiritual stuff. I doubt she knows about Princess Mach. It doesn't hurt to ask, though. So she's like Moe. This kid's got more screw loose than her, though. By the way, she stares hard at Hazuki's chest. Do you have any complaints? I'm not as big as I. I'm not talking about that. Do you like UFOs? Oh, the print on the clothes. Obviously. Jesus. I love mysterious things like ghosts, UMA, and Tsuchinoko. You're still young, but you don't get it. The most crucial things in life is the inquisitive spirit and curiosity. Without that, the human race is finished. Don't hesitate and take action as soon as you feel the spark of curiosity. Got it? Yeah! What a sincere answer. Don't encourage this girl like that, Hiro. That was a pretty nice thing to say, though. I don't think it's right to dampen a child's curiosity. Isn't it an adult's responsibility to support whatever absurd thing a kid does? Kinda. What are you doing here? Inspecting this vault, of course. I do this once a week. I've got Banshee helping me too. I bait him. Ito Banshee is a man who lives in this underground vault. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. He was also a mark bearer who helped me out in my previous case. How's Banshee doing? He's doing fine. Too fine, if I must say so. He's been rummaging through food to prepare for his winter sleep. His skin is glowing. Excellent! See? He's doing great. What was that? The cry of an underground man. A resident of darkness craving blood and meat. I can't believe an underground man really exists in the vault. I gotta see it with my own eyes. Gotta go. Hey, wait! Stop her, Hiro! Will you? Together with Hiro, we both catch Hazuki before she goes deeper into the vault. I see. After much persuasion, she's finally able to calm down. But the underground, man. Was this because I told her being curious is important? No, this is pretty much her normal behavior. What a frightening kid. I tell Hiro about our rumor chasing. The heck is that? Never heard it before. Well, I'm not surprised. Mach 1 is the speed of sound. The standard speed of sound traveling through air is around 1,200 kilometers, 5 times faster than the bullet train. Are you saying this princess can travel at that speed? There's no way, but she's probably as fast as a car. So calling her Princess Mach is an inaccurate exaggeration then. That really irks me. Do something about it, Gabu. That's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do. I guess that's that. So it's an inaccurate name, is what we learned from that. I'm so jealous of you. You've been able to meet so many spirits. Hazuki starts talking before I can even open my mouth. I want to see a spirit too. Maybe I'll know what kind of theme I want to have. Spirits aren't just some kind of hobby. They can kill. But still, I know you might be confused by what I said, but I'm serious. 100,000%. Hazuki. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at understanding her. It seems like her pursuit of the idol career she wants is what drives her to do all these crazy things, risking her life for her own goals. She reminds me of the mark bearers who challenged all those bizarre incidents. Time to go to the next place. Let's believe we will meet a spirit next time. I hope we don't. Well, we're gonna take her to a place we just cleared, so... Okay... I doubt we'll see anything at the academy, but... Sakamoto, maybe? Are we gonna meet her again? Ah, the familiar front gate. It's been a while since I've come to the school late at night. Well, I was here like half an hour ago. Fortunately, it looks the same as usual. So this is Konohara Academy. I told me about it. Doesn't a spirit called the Departed haunt the place? That's all in the past. Things have calmed down now. I see. So you truly are a spirit hunter. Please don't give me another strange nickname. Spirit Doctor is plenty for me. Oh my goodness. Who is it? Ah, Abe-chan! Look who's here, Mr. Gabu. Tempted by the inviting night breeze, I decided to go for a walk. To think I'd meet you here. This must be fate. You haven't changed at all, Abe. As tiring as it is to talk to him, I can't deny that he's a knowledgeable fellow. He might know something about Princess Mach. I have to ask him. I introduce Hazuki. Idol trainee? Who cares about that? I'm not interested in worshipping idols. I'm interested in you, though. Did you do the writing on that talisman yourself? Obviously. Each stroke is filled with my heart and soul. Whoa, amazing! You got pretty handwriting too. I actually write down Heart Sutra once a month. But my handwriting is so ugly, it's basically unreadable. That means your devotion is lacking. You need to believe the spirit living in the tip of your brush will drive away the bad spirits before writing the sutra. Only then will your handwriting naturally improve. Oh, I see. From what I can tell, you should be able to see things. I have high hopes for you, young lady with the galactic disc on her chest. You better trust me. Is it just me, or people who have imaginations that run wild tend to be compatible with each other? I'm out on a walk. There's no better place to meditate than the calm darkness that suffuses the night. Going on a night stroll sounds nice. Did you happen to see ghosts? No, this neighborhood's pretty quiet, because Mr. Gabu just exorcised the worst one. You really are amazing, Spirit Doctor. True, the Spirit Doctor is the greatest of all. Both Hazuki and Abe are staring at me with awestruck gazes. This is really uncomfortable. I want to turn and run. Have you heard of Princess Mak, Abe? Yes, I've seen the post. If I remember correctly, Adam Love claims that Princess Mak is haunting H City. Is that post trustworthy? If I'm being completely honest, it's difficult to tell, because the person didn't provide any evidence to back up their claim. However, the person who made the post is none other than Adam Love. Care to elaborate? Adam Love is a frequent commenter in the forum. They know a lot about the Mark incident. They even know some strange things that aren't included in the magazine. It's possible this Adam Love is someone who's involved with the case. Someone who is involved. Of the Mark bearers, the only ones who go to online forums are Moe and Eita. Or they might be someone who heard such stories from the people involved, like myself. Well, it's definitely not you, Gabu. I guess that's all the information I'm gonna get from Abe. Well, that's about it, Hazuki. No ghosts, unfortunately. But we are in a car, so... Do you think it's gonna run by our car on the way back? We'll leave the Ikaima. After some time, this is it. We've checked out all the haunted spots nearby that I know of. The only remaining place is T. Oyama Rest Area, but that's far away from the downtown. Let me ask you one thing. Are you satisfied? Nope. We haven't found Princess Mak. But Hazuki, Moe had doubts about the rumor. Abe also said it had no evidence. But it's from Adam Love. They know a lot about the Mark incident. I don't think it's a hoax. It's absolutely worth looking into. This mysterious person is the whole reason we're running around here tonight. Who is that person? Are they someone involved in the incidents like Abe guessed? I drive down the mountain road, trees surrounding us on both sides. The trees look the same as before, but it feels like the malice has faded. Are we just back at home now, or the rest stop? Oh my god! This takes me back. Isn't that the rumored phone booth? When you pick up a call from a spirit and answer their question, they tell you the place you're looking for. Didn't you exorcise the spirit already? Too bad it'll never happen again then. Did you hear it from Ai? Yep. And the magazine. It's mentioned in Moepi's corner. I see. Say, Spirit Doctor, why do you look troubled? I just feel like it's time to identify who this Adam Love person really is. What? Aren't you interested, Hazuki? Well, of course I am. Here's my deduction. I love this music. This is my favorite track, I think. Who is Adam Love? A few names pop into my mind, though I'm not really sure about some of them. I wonder if I can convince Hazuki with my explanation. Abe's information? Yeah. I think... Oh, I have 50? Wow. I try to defend my conjecture that Adam Love is Hazuki. Adam Love is you, Hazuki. What makes you think that? think it was just a ploy to get close to me. She was lonely. Abe said that Adam Love knows a lot about the Mark incident, and you seem to be quite knowledgeable. I mean, I heard it all from Ai. You made the Princess Mac post as Adam Love. Then you used that as a foundation to ask me to investigate it with you. That's my guess. What do you think? Intriguing. It makes sense, though. Hazuki remains composed, though she seems convinced by my theory. I want to believe this is the right choice. Well, a possibility is a possibility. Is there any clear evidence that connects me with Adam Love? Oh, the hoodie says Adamski? If I'm able to give her a rational explanation, Hazuki might just break down and confess. Outfit. Hoodie. It's the only text anyway. I focus on her hoodie. And that's it, I think. Oh, I failed it. I failed to point. There we go. 99. Beat that. There we go. Point at her hoodie. More specifically, the print. The letters under the UFO read Adamski type. An Adamski model. I don't know what that is. If I remember correctly, that's the name of the disc-shaped UFO. Ah. Oh, so she loves that type of UFO. Adam Love. Adamski. Adamski. Oh! Is that why your name is Adam Love? Oh my god, smart. You're totally right. I expected no less from you, Spirit Doctor. You got me. It's a bit of a boring chapter though, honestly. It's fun to see the old locations from the first game, but like there's no ghosts or anything in it. We're just like entertaining this young girl who's lonely. You were the one who posted the Princess Mac rumors, right? Did you really witness what happened? It's all a lie. I posted it because I wanted to get your attention. And why did you do that? Because I really want to see a spirit. You have a connection with spirits, don't you? So I thought I'd be able to see one if I toured the haunted spots with you. Is it perhaps because you're searching for a good theme for your occult idol dreams? Yep. I need to decide on my theme before I make my debut. But I can't come up with any ideas. I don't want to start off on the wrong foot. Hazuki's expression turns downcast. She's been positive the entire night. It's my first time hearing her whine. She seems to be really worried. Is this also why she's been wandering alone at night? Spirit Doctor. Sorry for causing you trouble. The Princess Mac we were hunting is nothing but a creation of her own imagination. And with the night growing deeper, we no longer have a reason to tour H City. Let's return to the mansion. Feeling better, Hazuki? Yeah. The trains have stopped running. I'll take you home. You live in Kamakura Ward, right? Thanks. Hazuki remains disheartened. She only has herself to blame, but she must have been desperate. I don't really have the heart to blame someone who went to such great lengths. Is there any way I can cheer her up? Give her coffee? Middle school! What is wrong with you, dude? She's like 14. Show her the work area. You want to see where I work? Workplace. Hideout. Do you have talismans, a fire altar, and demon swords? No, I don't have any flashy things like that. Just tools to make dolls. Dolls? I think I'm interested. Is she gonna... Her debut is gonna be a red wedding dress? I open my own room and invite Hazuki in. So this is your hideout. It's cleaner than I imagined. Are those doll making tools? Yep, there are more carving knives and chisels. Where's the doll? I told me there's a talking doll in this mansion. I can't show her to you. The female doll Mary is currently sealed in the mansion's storehouse, and the other female doll I got from Konoehara is in Yasuoka's care. Oh, she wanted to inspect something about it. Ah, what a shame. That reminds me. If If you want to see how she looks, you can look at the framed picture over there. For real? Which picture? Oh, yeah. So this is the rumored... Hazuki's intently staring at the photo. She remains expressionless, as if her soul has been sucked into the picture. Hazuki? Feeling worried, I call out to her. However, she doesn't respond. I shake her shoulders hard. Hey, what's wrong? That's it. That's the look she's gonna go for. This is exactly what I want. Mysterious yet adorable. The very essence of an occult idol. This is awesome. Hazuki yells as though a dam inside her has burst. I get why she's so excited. I've decided, Spirit Doctor. I'll go with this theme for my occult idol persona. Oh, glad it was helpful. I gotta go back and expand on the idea. I'll take my leave then. Thank you so much. Okay, bye. Should have gotten paid for this. Hazuki expresses her gratitude and quickly bounds out of the room. Silence has once again returned to Kujou Mansion. Whew, my goodness, what a wild kid. Hang on a sec. Is she going home on foot? Kamakura Ward is 20k from here. Jesus. How many hours is she planning on running? Should probably go get her. She'll probably come back soon. That's cute. And that was how the investigation of Princess Mach, which had began after a sudden visit from a surprise guest, ended. It turns out that Princess Mach isn't in H City. However, it's not like she never existed, though. Who knows? She might be running down the expressway tonight. And those who don't give way to her will... die! The end. Oh my god. Well, that was officially it. That was the main game, all the endings, the extra content. It is done. The little extra chapter I just did might have been what someone thought was DLC, honestly. I have to say, now that I've played all of it, I do like the first Deathmark better. Like, I like the locations more. It was more varied. This one, like, was just at the school every time, and we just, like, ran down the same halls and went to the same locations over and over. And I get this whole game was crowdfunded as well. I backed it as well. And I get that probably they were struggling, so they reused a lot of the art that way, and they wanted to try something new with the running, and it was way more animated, which probably took a lot more work. But I do like the first one more for the atmosphere. There was more a pressure on like people getting cursed, and they were on like a deadline. And then random people showed up at the mansion because they had the same curse. Manhole Street, like we just saw, that was amazing. I loved the forest with the gross bees. That still kind of freaks me out when I think about it. That one was really creepy and disturbing. And it's like reusing like super common Toire no Hanako kind of stuff. Kuchisake Onna. It's like really, really common urban legends that I've seen a million times. So I think the first game is just a little better originality wise, and like the really unique locations. Every chapter was very different. I did enjoy playing it. I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I finished it completely. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a like if you did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching until the very end. If there's ever DLC, I will definitely check it out. If there's ever another game from this company, I will check it out. I do love their games. And with that, I will leave it here. Thank you for watching.